Well, howdy there. Oh, with the music? There it is. Hey, everybody! Wow, look at this! Edit 320 live stream that's not on Edit 320 Live, the second channel? Whoa! Today's a very special occasion, I'm sure you can tell. How's everybody in chat doing today? Oh my god, we have so many fucking chat members today. No way, what's up? I mean, I kind of expected this, but I haven't even looked at the number. I don't even know what the number actually is of like how many people are in chat today, but it's obviously a lot. Welcome to stream. Hi, if you're new, I reckon a lot of you are new. For those of you who don't know, I go live every Saturday, 5 p.m. EST, around this time, on my second channel. Go check out Edit 320 Live if you enjoy what's happening right now and you want to see more of it. It's 42. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is a lot. That actually might be more than we did last time. Last time we did this. Where's Sister Edda? She is not here, I'm sorry. They're both at home. Get more viewers on the main channel? Well, yes, obviously get more viewers, but I also want more viewers because this is a very specific live stream, in case you can fucking read. The point of this live stream is to be, well, same thing that we did last year, and we did this on the main channel last year as well, for the review, the year in review, right? It's new. It's a new year. It's 2024. We are finally done with 2023, for better and for worse. And it's a lot of exciting stuff. We have a lot to talk about. I prepared a presentation just like I did last year, so it's gonna be really fun. There's no gaming. We're not gonna game tonight. I'm sorry. We're just gonna talk about. I mean, we're just gonna talk about what happened over the last year. Bit of a Q&A, a little hangout sesh, a little bit of tickling and a little having fun, just some of the stuff we like to do around here. I would like to address the rumors actually. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the music. I know there's been a lot of rumors going around recently. A lot of people have been DMing me a lot about this, and so I just want to talk about this. So I know Jerma said that he was retiring in 2024, and I'm sorry, but I will not be his replacement. I know there were a lot of people who thought maybe. I had been talking with Jerma for a long time, so I know that there were people who really thought that when Jerma stepped down that I would take his place, but I'm afraid to tell you that that's not going to happen. I know. But I figure it would be better to say it and let it be known than to lead you guys astray. So I just wanted to let you guys know that Jerma, I am not going to be taking his place, but that's okay. I mean, he'll find someone better. I'm sure he'll find someone better than me. So I just wanted to let that know. Check out in chat, Average Tanker. What's up? See a lot of familiar faces in chat. Comrade Clumsy, and a lot of new faces as well. Be here for just a couple minutes because I need to sleep. Yeah, that's fair. I was a little late today because it was supposed to be like, I was supposed to start at 5, but I just came back from my parents' house. We did like a late Christmas celebration. It's a whole thing. My parents got sick and we had to stay out. And I got a bunch of Christmas presents. But we were all out at dinner the other night, and then I was like, I don't intend on staying too long. Like, I spent the night, and then I was like, I'm going to wake up early tomorrow and come back. So I have time to test streaming on this account, this profile, Edit 320 instead of Edit 320 Live. Blah, 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 blah. Point being, I got home like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Sorry, like 30 minutes ago. So like I just got home. So I am very hungry and very thirsty, but that's okay. Edit 320 unboxing video. It's not anything you guys would really care about. It's a bunch of clothes, really. I actually didn't really get anything like super cool and super cool. Mods for the patrons. Viva la moderator. Viva la moderator. Are there any mods in chat today? I don't think so. Or there's Average Tanker. Oh, that's right. You guys aren't going to be mods on this channel. Yeah, this is really weird. Because I'm not... Again, we're streaming on Edit 320, not Edit 320 Live. So, yeah, I got to add... For any of you who are in the chat that are my moderators on the Discord and whatnot, I got to give you guys all that. Edit, will you buy Cone of Arc's new plushie? Probably not. I'll probably buy just like a normal, like a regular old, Wisteria, what's up? Just a regular old like Sherman plushie. When I start merch one of these days, I'm going to make Sherman plushies, and they're going to be better than everyone else's Sherman plushies. So holly and jolly. I mean, the holliness and jolliness, sadly, Christmas is over, so we're not too holly or jolly anymore. But let's hold on. Let's find some good music, because it is time. Enough dilly-dallying, might I say. What's a good, like, triumphant? I don't have any, like... I'll keep this going while I search. I don't have any good, like, triumphant music. I've got some Payday 2 music. Okay. Let's do this. Chat. It is time. That's loud. The moment you've all been waiting for. I don't know how many of you have been like waiting for this, but we've had a lot happen over the last 365 days. Quite a lot. So we're going to give this the true acknowledgement that it needs. In my beautiful new presentation, I have titled the 2023 Year in Look Back. Why did I not? Okay, there we are. Hi. Oh! I didn't want to do that. The 2023 Year in Look Back. This is the look back we do. We do it a year in a look back. 365.6 days. I'm sorry. I'm not a science man. I'm a tank man. Although being a tanker does require you know at least a little bit about science. Welcome. This is my feature. This is my feature presentation. Oh yeah, I should open up the stream on another window just to make sure that nothing's broken. Yeah, it's the year in review, guys. Come on now. What do you guys think? What, you guys think I'm stupid or something? like what? Like what? It's the year in review, guys. It's been a year. I mean, what? This what the 6 months in review? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Chat, you guys are silly and it makes me laugh sometimes. All right, let me open this on my phone to give myself one extra viewer and also just make sure everything's running because I am obsessive about the performance of my live streams. Oh, it's looking great. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Is it in 2K? Can you guys tell? Is it in 2K? It is in 2K. Hey, we're streaming in 2K. Yay! Oh, that was a recent breakthrough of mine. So I'm just now realizing I'm very orange all of a sudden because of this reflecting back on me. All right. Well, welcome to the Edda 320 Year in Review Orange Look Back. So this year has been a big one. Like a really, like genuinely, it was actually kind of interesting for me to prepare for this stream and to actually take an objective look back at like everything that happened this year. And it's fucking crazy. Like everything happened this year. We have a few things to cover, only a few. And by a few, I mean everything, like literally everything happened. Insane growth. Number one, I need to almost like move myself. But need I remind many of you, I started 2023 with what, 2,000 subscribers? The release of the Battlefield 5 video. Oh no, I forgot because I'm in presentation mode. But I don't know if you can see it. There's a screenshot I took of the Battlefield 5 video with 875 views when it was first posted. 875 views in the first 6 hours, and it was my #1 best performing video ever. 800, sorry, almost 900 views in 6 hours, and that was considered. YouTube was like, this is the best any video of yours has ever done, right? On Battlefield 5, and this was, I posted this, I think the day after Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Only pre-BF5 people will know. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, this was a massive video. I mean, this is the video that kicked everything off. Like, seriously, like, this is the video that changed everything. And I started, that video instantly kicked me from, I think, like, I had, like, 1,500 or 1,200 subs, give or take, around at that time. And then it instantly kicked me up to 2,000. And then from 2,000 we hit 10,000, and then from 10,000 we hit 20,000, and now this screenshot I took yesterday, we are now at 29,230 something if I check correctly. So we are now about to hit 30,000 subscribers. And then also I included a screenshot of the Discord. I announced this on the Discord how the channel has officially hit 1 million total views across its entire lifetime. So. And it's more now. When was the screenshot taken? Back in June? It's more now. So since half a year ago, officially 1 million people have collectively watched my videos. More than 1 million at this point, right? And that is like freaking crazy. What the heck is... We'll do this. Music. So obviously, I first want to say thank you to everyone because... Again, like, I didn't quite realize just how crazy 2023 was in terms of growth. Like if this was some kind of like corporation and we had like the charts and like the red or green arrows, it would just, the entire year of 2023 is just a giant green arrow, which is pretty crazy because sometimes it didn't feel like it. You know, you have your spikes and then your dips and your spikes and your dips, and when you're living in it at the moment, you're like, oh man, I'm not gaining 2,000 subscribers in the span of 3 days. Like I must have fallen off. It's over. But then no, like you actually look back and it's like, oh wait. So yeah, I mentioned it in the thank you for 20 subs video, but when I started this YouTube channel, my original goal, because I always try to keep things tempered. I don't want to go into YouTube thinking I'm going to get 1 million subs and become PewDiePie. Like that's just not how you should do it, because you're not going to, it's going to hurt when you're not there within, you know, a month or whatever, however long you want to do this. I've been doing YouTube now for 3 years. Actually, I think, wait, is today my channel's birthday? Hold on. About, surely, right? Oh, we're close. 10 days off. January 16th, 2021 is when I started this channel. We're 10 days off. It is almost today's birthday. It is almost this channel's birthday today. Read chat, please edit. I'm sorry, I'm giving a touching speech. So deserved. Thanks, guys. Deserved. Oh, thank you, guys. Impressive how much you've grown. I mean, it's again, like I kept my expectations tempered. I tried to be like, look, like don't go into this expecting that you're gonna get 1 million subscribers in a year. So I've been doing this for almost 3 years now. I told myself, because when you look at like big YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, all these guys, they always tell their origin stories, and they all almost say the same thing of like something along the lines of like, I did it for 5 years before I ever saw any actual, like before anything actually happened. So I was straight up prepared, because I just do this because I love it. I don't care about the numbers. So, you know, whether I had one subscriber or 1 million subscribers, I was gonna make videos, but I told myself, just do it for be prepared to not see anything for like 5 years. And I mean, hey, we're 3 years in and shit, you know? So to say that this has gone beyond what I expected is fair. Probably not giving enough credit. This has blown up way beyond my expectations in a very, very short period of time. And I said in the 20K subs video that like my sub goal that I was like, if I can hit this amount of subs, I'm happy, was 15,000. I told myself if I ever reach 15,000, which I don't think I will, but if I do, that is like, I've done it. Like I've created a successful YouTube channel. Because 15K, it's achievable, but also like still really small. Obviously we have now doubled that. So yeah, thank you everyone who's here right now in the stream, everyone who ever watched a video ever. Any one of these numbers, if any one of these numbers is you, thank you. Seriously, like this has been, I mean, it's my dream. So it's really awesome that this has happened. But of course, you know, we did it through hard work. You know, I'm not gonna say that you guys watch my videos because it's shit. Tank channel's so fire. Thank you guys. In 240p black and white, not to tire my eyes. Oh yeah, sorry for those of you who are about to go to sleep. It's really late at night for you. Great channel, fun Discord, overall community. That is 10 out of 10. Oh, okay guys, chill out now. You're gonna make me cry. W guy, thanks guys. I really appreciate it. Speaking of the Discord, big Discord energy. Lots of new channels and lots of new people. If you're not in the Discord already, I suggest you join it. It is ever expanding. We have all these amazing new channels, all these new places for people to do things. We've got the Sprocket competitions, which I'm trying to pick those back up. The Sprocket staff team has been slacking lately, which I understand because there's like only 2 guys in it right now and they're busy. They have lives. So we're gonna try that, but we try to host Sprocket competitions on the Discord. Obviously you get to be notified whenever I go live, whenever I upload. We're always streamlining, we're always adding channels, we're always taking away channels. It's the meme hub of the community. I mean, the Discord's it's the hub of the community, and sometimes I forget that there are people who watch the videos and are not in the Discord. But yeah, it's most organized history Discord. Yeah, I get a lot of people who say we have too many channels, but I don't know, are there a couple that we could remove? Yeah, sure, but like, I like it. When can we talk about boats? Edda, that's never. Rule 7 will be maintained until the day I die. You're gonna have to fucking kill me before you get rid of Rule 7, okay, motherfuckers? That's it. That's a challenge. That is a challenge. I, Edit320, want you to kill me before I get rid of boat Rule 7 against boats, okay? That's a challenge out there. Anyone who can kill me can get rid of Rule 7 on the Discord. So, you know, Edda, hydrate now. I did, don't worry. What's Rule 7? Rule 7 on the Discord is no fucking boats. No boats. Ever. I don't want any boats on my Discord ever at all. I hate them, and I hate you if you like boats, okay? If you like boats, you are my enemy, and I will harm you. And you better harm me first before I get to you, okay? Okay? Are we all on the same page? Why no boats? Because I freaking hate boats. I freaking freak them. I hate them so much. I want to freak them. Edda calling out naval fans? I am. War Thunder naval fans, go fuck yourself. Rule 7 has been broken by many people a long time ago. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the fact that one of my moderators is a secret boat sympathizer. It's like the Nazi secret police. we have the boat secret police. They're spreading little rumors in the Discord. Speaking of Patreon as well. Somebody in chat said mention the Patreon, and I will. No, I don't want to grab that. The Patreon was actually successful. Also, there's a channel in the Discord for patrons. If you become a patron, you get access to a special channel and a special voice channel. There's lots of cool things said in there all the time, so it's very epic. Oh my god, the music. Holy shit. Yeah, so Patreon was actually successful. This is a screenshot of the most recent. I took these screenshots, I don't know, yesterday, 2 days ago, of current patrons. It's still only one tier if you're interested. One tier, $3 a month, super easy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if you can't, then don't. But if you would like to, supporting the Patreon seriously helped me out so far. I am on the verge of making my first real purchase. I'm going to purchase a new camera with y'all's Patreon money. I finally saved up enough. I'm going to purchase a second camera, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be able to use it for outdoor shots. I'm going to be able to use it for slow motion. I'm going to be able to use it for like super, super cool cinematography type stuff that I really want to get into. I said before, I think in a stream or in a Discord chat somewhere, that I really wanted to get more like cinematography. I want to do more like cinematic stuff with the channel in general. So that camera is going to be really, really useful. So you guys on the patrons are actually helping me already. And there's a million other things. I can get new microphone. I can get a better tripod. I can get, I mean, Lord knows. So, and I've also said this previously, but your Patreon money is never going to be used on personal. Like I created a whole new bank account specifically for the Patreon money. So I don't touch your money for any crap. I don't buy new shoes with it. I don't buy a new watch, like nothing. Like your money, it's reinvesting in the channel. It is, your money comes back into what I do, and so I want to maintain that, and I think so far I've been doing a good job with that. But yeah, so if you're interested, do that, because it helps me out a lot, and it has been a massive success. So huge shout out to everyone who's currently a patron. It's a little bit, but it adds up really, really fast. And yeah, it was a really cool experiment. I was really scared to do this kind of thing, and as a small YouTuber, I feel like people, why do you need my money? Like, what are you doing? But yeah, I've had people begging me to add more, to add new tiers, and we'll get to that. I think we'll talk about that in a little bit, but. We also made tons of content this year, like a lot of content. Don't worry about that. That's just, I'm not the best at making presentations. We made a shit ton of videos this year, like a lot. And I want to go through this because I get a lot of people on my Discord who, like, I get a lot of requests for videos, like make video like this, make video like that. And it's tough because I'm trying to, you know, jump back and forth between my real life and this. But, we actually have done, like, we've done a lot of things that people have asked for, and I'm really proud of it. So if you are not, don't forget Panzer 4 guy. We did do that. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Let me go back to chat too. I'm sorry. I've been leaving you guys a little bit too much. Just a bunch of W's for the patrons. Yeah, W patron. We need W's for the patrons in chat. Where's the tanker's jacket? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess I can wear that if you guys want. Try multi-crew tank combat 4. Yes, we have so many things. We have so many things. Bro forgot to put the Panzer 4 guide. It was just, look, Panzer 4 guide was great, but hold on, guys. Oh shit, it came off. My pin. No! Wait! What did you do? Chat, why did you make me put on the jacket? Now the pin fell off. I got a pin for my jacket, and it's really cool. But, where did it go? Well, there's that part of it, but where did the little back cap for the pin go? I got this. It's a little pin from the AAF Museum in Danville. No, not that. This. Hi. It's a little pin that I got for the AAF Museum in Danville. It's a little Sherman. And I put it on my jacket. It's like going to be part of my style now. But I lost just the little backstop for the pin just fell out of the jacket, and I don't know where it just went. Why did you make me do that, you heathens? I'll find it later. Don't worry. Let's put this back on. The show must go on. The show must continue. Okay, so what kind of content did we make this year? Well, for those of you who are not on the live streams, you obviously don't know about any of this, but we finished the Metro Trilogy playthrough, which is awesome. It was really, really, really fun series that we got to do. I started that initiative, last year, and we played through the original Metro game. We played through, I know where he lives now. I do not live in Danville. I live in Richmond, and that is also a widely known thing. Oh yes, rest in peace, the AAF Museum. Seriously, this museum is sadly no longer in business, and I'm honestly really, I'm sad that it's closed, but I'm also very thankful that I was able to be there right before it closed. Me filming the Panzer IV video was one of the last things that ever really happened at that museum. So, except for they had a thing that happened on the last day before they closed, which was, but anyways, rest in peace the museum. They really did awesome work. But we finished the Metro Trilogy playthrough. We did a Papers, Please playthrough. That was a ton of fun. Honestly, I feel like the Papers, Please series is super underrated. Not a lot of people have checked it out, but it's actually really fun. I did a roleplay the whole time. I put on my little Russian riot helmet, and I did I did the Russian accent the whole time, and we did a comrade helmet roleplay. And I really do think, and also the Papers, Please playthrough, if you pay attention, Comrade Helmet actually has a character arc throughout that series. By the beginning of the series, I'm very much glory to Arstotzka, and then by the end of the series, I've learned the error of my ways, and I've had huge character growth. And then the ending that we actually got a pretty good ending. Not to spoil much, but yeah, if you haven't checked out the Papers, Please playthrough, I actually personally think it's one of the coolest and most interesting playthroughs we ever did on the live channel. I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun, and it's pretty underrated, so go check that out if you're interested. It was only 3 streams, so if you can dedicate, I definitely know any of y'all have fucking time to watch 3 little live streams. Fallout New Vegas, indeed, Fallout New Vegas we did. Edo reach out. Give me 2 seconds. Edo lore, we did Edo lore in the live stream. Did they rehome all of the tanks? I was discussing this with someone earlier. Yeah, for the AAF Museum, as far as I know, most of them found new homes. I actually don't know what happened to the Panzer IV. Because last I was talking to them, they were trying to find somebody to buy it, but no one actually did yet. If anyone in chat has $5 million, I'm sure they'll be happy if it's still around. I don't think it got scrapped or anything. I know the T-72 went to a museum in Maryland or somewhere up north, and a lot of the other tanks were purchased by other people. So you bought it, didn't you? I mean, well, I can't confirm or deny. I'm not gonna come on now, guys. Eddie used the Patreon money to buy a Sherman. Well, that's the ultimate goal. That's kind of that's the end goal. Anyway, we're gonna get through. I see questions in the chat, and I promise we'll get to stuff. I want to go through this. Fallout New Vegas playthrough. This was a really, really fun playthrough. Fallout New Vegas was great. Really fun game. I loved Fallout 4. I'd never played New Vegas before, so we did that, and it was a lot of fun. Huge playthrough. I mean, that was, 10 episodes of, 3 hours? One of the streams on that was 6 hours long. I mean, obviously it's Fallout, so it took forever, but really cool series. We had a lot of great clips from it. I really need to do a best of Edit 320 live and, collecting a bunch of stream clips, because it was a lot of fun, and we made a lot of funny clips. We started a lot of memes, and it was great. Garden of Banban. That was the thing that we did. Half-Life 1 playthrough, that was fun. I really enjoyed that, and I can't wait to finish the Half-Life 2 playthrough, and then we'll do Half-Life Alyx, which I'm really excited for, because I want to do some more VR live streams on the channel. Those were always a lot of fun. I did a lot of them last year, but I didn't really do any this year, I don't think. I don't think we did any VR streams this year, which actually kind of sucks. But pumpkin carving stream, obviously that was a staple. We did that last year, and we did it again this year. I think last year's went a little bit better. I was more proud of the stencil that we did last year, but this year it was still great, and we had a lot of fun. Drunk streams, we did a couple of varying themes on the drunk stream. We did one where I literally just started stream and I was like slightly intoxicated and then was just drinking beers and we were talking about Tank the whole time. And then at the very end, my friends, we played Ready or Not. And then we did a drunk stream with Overcooked Corn. We played Deep Rock Galactic, and that game was so much fun. And I was super drunk for that stream, I remember, as it went. And then I would consider the Gingerbread Tank stream a drunk stream as well, because I think as most people caught on, we were drinking spiked eggnog. Although actually I made it well known. I showed you guys me pouring the everything and building and drinking it. So yeah, in that stream, especially towards the end, we actually got pretty drunk. Good night, Checo, or Keko. I'm so sorry. I need to remember to pronounce your name correctly. Good night, Keko. Appreciate you coming out to stream, buddy. Black Mesa playthrough. I don't really know exactly how many of those games that because there's so many secondary games that I just don't know in the Half-Life series. I don't know if we're gonna play them or not, but oh yeah, and then now streaming in 2K. That was a big leap that I made. I've been like really anal about my quality for a long time. Like I really want to stream the best quality that I can for you guys, and being able to switch over to actually streaming in 2K was awesome. I'm really happy that we can now do that, and it's gonna make watching the VODs back so much more interesting and so much more fun. So, Opposing Force is insane. You need to try it. Okay, maybe we'll go back and do that. I'm not sure. Stoop in chat. Thomas Stoop, is that the Stoop that we just made moderator? Should I give him the mod in the YouTube chat as well? And then videos. Let's jump over to videos as well. We made a lot of videos this year. We finished the Canada vlog. It's actually so funny to think that was like the first thing that I really did this year after Battlefield 5 was finishing the Canada vlog. That's another series. I think that's similar to me for like the Papers, Please playthrough, where it's something that really didn't get that many views. Like the Canada vlog actually like has really, really low views, but I really love the Canada vlog. It's still to this day like the coolest thing I've ever done. It was an amazing trip, and I think the vlog is worth it. I really do. I think the vlog is worth it. It's good. It's well edited, it's well put together, and it's fun. So, and you get to hear me talking about tanks a whole lot. So I'm very, very proud of the Canada vlog. But I mean, you know, if other people aren't interested in it, then that's fine. But yeah, I'm really happy that I got to finish that. That was a big project. Hey, speaking of the Canada vlog, this was for those of you who remember the trailer. Oh, and actually, well, the trailer of Canada vlog had different music, I think, or the ending maybe. No, it was the opening of the Canada vlog had the what is it? The intro, the "What a Thrill," that one. Fuck yeah! Oh, this music makes you want to get up and punch your grandma, doesn't it? Building Sprocket tanks with AI. This was something that a lot of people had requested from me to make a video on, doing some kind of like AI Sprocket tanks, and we did that, and it was awesome, and they got huge views, massive views. The first one, I mean, the first video that I made on that series got like 30,000 views in the first day, and it was incredible, and I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed that, and we did all 3 parts, and it was amazing. War Thunder video. Yes, believe it or not, we did do a War Thunder video. It was the 101 reviews of War Thunder, and it was awesome, and I recommend you check out that video. Well, it gets kind of sad at the end, but still, really funny video, and it kind of fulfills the same niche that other people have been asking me to do, of like a reacting to stuff on the internet, like Quara. You guys remember the Quara is Cursed video? We did that. I think the War Thunder video fills a similar niche, and I want to keep doing videos like that. Tank Enthusiast Reacts, we kept that going, although we only did 2 videos this year, which I'm actually quite disappointed about. Postscriptum and Hell Let Loose. 2 games that are kind of the same, so I think Tank Enthusiast Reacts as a series kind of took an L this year, but we're going to get back on it. That's one of the goals that I have for this video. Also, this just loops, and I don't want to do that. Let's do this instead. A more refined experience, shall we, chat? Yeah, Tank Enthusiast Reacts, I'm kind of upset that I wasn't able to do more with that, and I want to change that this year. So I have at the end of the slide, somebody asked in chat, what are my goals for next year? That's the final slide, so don't worry. Tank Enthusiast Reacts to Squad, yeah, don't worry. Like, if you guys, it's all on my plate. I get so many requests for different games to do Tank Enthusiast Reacts, and yeah, they're all on my plate, really, and I want to do all of them. Quora video was goated. Yeah, we do need to do another one of those. You should try and make a VOD of this. I will. This when this stream is over, it'll be saved as a VOD to the main channel, and you guys can go back and rewatch this. Reading comments video, we did that. That was a video that I kind of wanted to do for a while because I really like Q&A style stuff. I like talking to you guys, you know, even in both, whether it's through a live stream chat or through reading comments. My brain is all jumbled, chat. I've got tanks on the brain. Reacting to other tank video, we did the reacting to the Simon, whatever the guy's name is, on what is it, engineering, like big engineering, whatever the fuck that channel was called, and we reacted to their video on the T-34. I liked that. I thought it was fun, and I want to do more stuff with that, and we'll get into that in the final slide on the stream. The confession. For those of you who don't know, this was alluded to in the previous 2022 year in review live stream, where at the end when I said, you know, content expected for 2023, I put in the confession, which, as we all know now, is my confession for my love of Girls in Panzer, which, yes, I still have the Katusha and Nona thing on my rifle. Yes, I love Gup. Yes, we can talk about that later. And live stream cut-up videos. We did a bunch of those this year, which I actually think turned out really well. And I want to do more of it because on one hand, I feel bad because it is like cheap. It is cheap, easy content to make, but also I think they're good. I like them. I think the streams are so much fun, and especially when we do stream tank-related content, I do think that should be shared with here on the main channel because I don't go live on the main channel. And that's very much by design. Some people might ask why, and it's because this channel is tank-focused. Like, Edit320 is a tank YouTube channel. We do only tank-related stuff here. Edit320 Live, I wanted to be more about just anything, like streaming, not needing to be tank related stuff, right? So that's why they're two separate channels, and that's why I kind of want to keep them that way. But when we do tank related stuff on Edit320 Live, I would love to cut it up and bring it in on here because I think you guys would like to see that, and I think it's fun, and it keeps up my it keeps a steady upload schedule. But yeah, so we actually did a lot of stuff this year, and I'm very, very happy with what we did, but I also wish we had done more. I always wish I could be making more, but talk about the videos. So this is when we get to this part of the channel where we go sort of a general Q&A on videos that we made this year, and particularly sort of, I mean, if you have any questions on how the videos were made, or, you know, what was the best part, what was the worst part, what was the easiest part. So we started, oh, actually, okay, Quora is Cursed was actually kind of the first video that we did for 2023. January 7th, this was uploaded almost exactly a year ago. Yeah, this video was super fun. This video was very much out of nowhere because, I mean, you know, we just had this discussion on the Discord, and then people were like, this has to be a video. And I was just like, yeah, sure, you know, whatever, like, why not? A lot of my videos start out as just, fuck it, why not make that a video? And so I did. And I'm very surprised at how popular this video is, especially considering it's not really my most viewed video at all. I mean, look at 16,000 views. Can we, should we, yeah, make this a little bit bigger for you guys? There we go. I mean, you know, 16,000 views is really not that much, especially on the grand scale of my channel. So, like, it's funny to me how popular this video is. Like, people really like this video and want more of it. I mean, it's also a kind of thing where, like, this just kind of had to naturally happen. So we just need to have a moment on the Discord again where we do something like this, and then I'll make it into a video. But I mean, I definitely would love to do more of this. I don't know if I'm gonna do like narrated by AI again, like I did for this one, but oh yeah, also this got copyrighted because of the music. Because yeah, again, old songs made in like the 1800s or whatever apparently are still copyrighted, so that's fun. But yeah, it's hilarious. I have a lot of ideas for videos of like just going on the internet and finding really, really weird tank stuff. And yeah, I think this video was a good intro to that sort of thing. Oh yeah, Halo. Let's do, actually, no, this has rain and stuff. We don't want this. Let's go back to the Zelda and Chill soundtrack. That's always good. And it goes for like 6 hours, so we'll be fine. Actually, it goes for like 3 hours, but still. Actually, no, it doesn't. Only 40 minutes. My bad. Zelda and Chill. Great soundtrack for if you're trying to stream. Anyway, yeah, this was a really, really cool video. I'm actually surprised. This was the first video that we made on 2023, essentially. Because Battlefield 5 video, yeah, was at the very, very end of 2022. It was December 26th, right? Yes, December 26th, so right after Christmas 2022. And dude, look at this, man. 220,000 views. That's freaking insane. And I almost don't really like that. Like, I don't want to spend the time to talk about the Battlefield 5 video again, but like, there's a lot wrong with this video. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a couple things that I got wrong with this video that I really wish I could correct. There's a lot of things that I know now that I didn't know then that I really would like to... I want to redo this. I actually do. I want to go back and do Battlefield 5 again, because I think there's a lot of things I didn't mention that I should have, and I can go back and also cover all the tanks that I didn't in this video, because I know I said all tanks, but I'm also a lying, cheating bastard, and only had like 1,200 subs at this time, so I didn't think anybody would call me out on it. And I did not cover every single tank in the game, and I should. So I should go back and redo that, because I think that would be worth it. Tank Enthusiast reacts to Postscriptum. I love this video. In contrast to Battlefield 5, I love this video. Also, start of a hilarious GIF. This has now become a GIF on my Discord, me falling over. I hate to tell you guys this, but a little bit of filmmaking, that was on purpose. I purposefully like put my ass right on the very end of the chair and then let myself slip and fall because I thought it would be funny for the video. So I'm sorry, but that was a purposeful thing that I did. I know a lot of people really think that the world is just that hilarious, but sadly we do have to manufacture our own stage. We have to manufacture the comedy sometimes on this channel, because I'm not actually that funny. Me when Edda doesn't read what his mod is saying. I'm trying to run a stream here, goddamn you. What are you saying? Edda dum give your moderator his role. Oh yeah, Stoob. Is Stoob actually? I wanted to confirm, but you probably already confirmed. You can give Stoob mod. Okay, cool. Stoob dot add as moderator, standard moderator. You can DM me in Discord too, you know. Except that I also say not to, but I really love this video. Tank Enthusiast reacts to Postscriptum. I mean, first of all, I love Postscriptum, but also like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I just go off in this video. Like, I just spit facts. Like, I'm not even gonna, it's just, a lot of videos, sometimes you look back and you're like, ooh, like, that was kind of wrong. Or like, ooh, like, I wasn't quite, somebody in the comments can correct you, and then it's like, ooh, like, I wish I hadn't said that, or ooh, I forgot about this. Like, you kind of maybe have regrets about what you did or didn't say. This video, like, none. This video is perfect. Like, everything I say is just, I just spit so much facts in this video, and I love the fact that I got a chance to talk about France. Because France is not really a topic that I've covered on this channel very much, and especially just to have an entire, like, what is this, you know, 3-minute long rant on French tank development in the interwar was so much fun, because I love, and researching for it was a ton of fun too. Like, making of this video was a lot of fun. It's obviously not very much of like a reacting to the tanks in the game. It's just the visual of the tank in the game and then me just ranting on top of it. But still, it's just an excuse for me to go down the list and just give like short little talks about a bunch of different tanks. Why the fuck? Why would you do this? Cat, I'm all right. I'm going offline on Steam. Cat, bro, I'm streaming, dude. This is what you get for accepting people's friends' requests on Steam and shit. Anyway, so yeah, I love the Postscriptum video. I really do. I think it deserves a lot more attention. I wish that this video had blown up and not the Battlefield 5 one, to be honest. Stream exposed based. I'm not gonna hop on it again with them, guys. I'm busy. Cat's a little goober though. We love him. Yeah, so this video is awesome. I really like the Tank Enthusiast reacts to Postscriptum. So much fun to make. A lot of fun to research. Recording it was great. And then yeah, Canada Vlog. I mean, again, if you guys haven't seen Canada Vlog, like, you should. I think it's a really fun series. Episodes, I think, which ones? Yeah, 2, 4, and 5 are the only ones that have tanks in them. Episode 1 and Episode 3 don't have tanks, but I think they're still worth watching. And then yeah, Episode 4, I mean, this is kind of the big one where we really went to the big museum. Oh yeah, we got to go into the back, and I got to see a Whirlwind under construction. They let us in the back. Dude, I'm telling you, having a camera in a museum gives you so much power. It's seriously overpowered. Like, it's crazy. They will let you go so many places you usually are not. Although, to be fair, it's not like this workshop was like cordoned off or anything. They just let us in there. Oh yeah, I got to turn the turret of a Whirlwind. I can say that I got to turn the turret of a Whirlwind. Fucking insane. This was still, like, this trip, it was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. Seriously. If you guys have not seen The Canada vlog, I highly recommend it. It's such a cool series. And yeah, the coolest thing I ever got to do. AI Sprocket videos. I did not expect these to blow up. I hate this one, honestly. I really don't like the first video that we made for this series. I think there was a lot I could have done. There's a lot that I learned, especially. Like with anything, like when you make a video for the first time, you mess up a lot. And then when you go and do it again, you learn from your mistakes and they get better and better. So, but then like it's almost like this crazy, hilarious like joke of the universe where like the first one is always going to be the worst because you're doing it for the first time. But also, as people know, like sequelitis, where people, if you have a series of something, the first episode of it usually gets by far the most views, and then like people just drop off slowly. And it's the exact same thing we saw with all of these, where the first one got insane views. I mean, what is that, 140 something thousand? 100. It's almost at 200,000, dude. For the. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't really see it. Let me move over here, cause yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, 173,000. And then 78, and then 32, which again, like, I think part 3 is the best because it's the one I had all the experience and I like actually knew what I was doing, and I think it was also the best design, but I guess that's subjective. But as is the nature of the world, you know, if you do a series, each episode gets less and less views, typically. But I'm still proud of this series. Like, I think the series, if you took all 3 and bundled them and then talked about the series of all 3, I love it. I'm really happy that they did well. And I think it was cool. I think it was a really cool experiment, and I really want to do more of it, definitely. Holy moly, that's crazy. Dude, it's serious. Like, it's insane. I did not expect... I mean, I do it in the intro. I talk about in the intro of the episode 2. I do, like, the little filmmaking part 2. This is part of what I talk about when I say, like, I want to do more, like, cinematic-type stuff on this channel. This is what I mean. Like, stuff like this. Like, this little intro is so cool. I'm really happy with it. And I want to do more stuff like it. 10:48, yeah, setting an alarm for 10:48 p.m. I think it's just so funny. And there were people in the comments being like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, like, that's the joke. The whole joke is that why the fuck do I even have an alarm set at 10:48? And then it's me checking on the views, and it was insane. Like, and that's literally what happened too. Like, that's genuinely what happened. Is I woke up, I checked, like, oh, how's the new video doing? I woke up, I checked it, and it was at like 30,000 views in the span of, you know, I don't know, like 5 hours or 6 hours, something like that. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I really did not expect it to take off. Obviously, it has AI, it has Chat GPT in the title, so that's probably what happened. I have also since inquired on the Sprocket Discords and in Sprocket communities about whether or not what this video series like really sparked a movement in the Sprocket community about AI designs. I definitely wasn't the first. Like, as far as I know, the Sprocket Discord was holding their own. Like, there was like an AI integrated into the Sprocket Discord that you could use it would give you like prompts for a tank design. But from what I've heard on the Sprocket official Discord, most people said that they got the idea from me, that like what I did with this video series genuinely sparked like not a movement, but like it gave a lot of people that idea. So I don't want to take that credit, but a lot of people say that it actually did, so I'm very flattered by that. But yeah, I like this series. I thought it was cool. I want to do more stuff like this where it's like me speed building a vehicle in Sprocket. I think most of my Sprocket videos going forward are going to be formatted like this, where it's like, again, like I get the inspiration from those guys who do like Kerbal Space Program videos, where they do like the time lapse of the build, and then they just show you the footage of them testing it or using it or doing whatever with post commentary. I think it's a cool format, and I think it'll be cool to have something like this on the channel. That's like what my Sprocket content looks like. I'm obviously way better at building tanks in Sprocket nowadays than I was when I was doing this, even, as we can see with the building my best tank in Sprocket video, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, this series, I did not expect this series to do well. I really didn't, especially the first one. But I'm happy that it did. I mean, shit, you know, all views are views. First AI video is how I got summoned as a subscriber, and that's awesome. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you saw that video and thought, I'm gonna sub to this guy. I just play World of Warships. Can we ban that guy in chat? I may have forgotten you were streaming when I sent that invite for the funny. Cat, we love you. Don't worry about it, buddy. Please make a video when the new update drops. Definitely, 100%. You can expect you can totally expect a video on the geometric internals, like, for sure. 101 reviews of War Thunder. This is, again, this was a spiritual successor to the Quora video very much, because again, I get so many requests from people to make another Quora video, but you know, again, like, I can't force, like, the magic of the Quora video is that it was just us randomly one night on the Discord looking at cursed shit. And so this video was me, like, trying to do something similar, but, you know, kind of being able to force it. And also, admittedly, I'm a man who will admit to my sins. This also was slightly capitalizing on the fact that it was like a big drama at the time. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some righteous hero. I did make this video partly because, like, oh, this is what everyone's talking about right now. It's this huge drama, and I wanted to get in on it, so I'll admit that. But during this video, it was a true story that I kind of say at the end, where, like, I made this video just with the simple intent of doing like a Quara's curse type thing, and it was going to be for the funny, like, it was all going to be for laughs, harmless, you know, it was all great. But, you know, those of you who have watched the video know the turn that it takes. That was it was genuinely unplanned. Like, I actually wasn't intending for the video to go that direction. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. I genuinely wasn't planning for the video to go in this direction, but it's going to sound so cliche, but seriously, like, I was so distraught by what I saw. Like, I'm not even kidding to you guys. Like, I saw so many comments. There's so many comments that I didn't include in the video. I saw so many comments of people saying awful things, and it made me genuinely really sad. Like, it actually fucked me up. Not fucked me up. I don't want to imply that I have PTSD, but, like, it really changed my view on the whole thing, about it being not just about how, like, Gaijin greedy Lamau. It became more of, like, holy shit, like, this game, and there are many games like it. It's not just War Thunder. It's more of a problem with the genre of the free-to-play, take your money, force you to, you know, play a free-to-play game and buy into it, and you get stuck in this loop. Like, it was more for the genre, not just War Thunder specifically, but, like, these things destroy people. They really do. And ever since this video, I have been even more, like, anti-Gaijin than I kind of was prior to it. So yeah, this video really changed my view on War Thunder especially, and again, Gaijin as a company. And now, like, I didn't support them before, but now, like, I really, really, really don't support them. And I still recommend, man, that if you can, just uninstall War Thunder for like 2 weeks and just see how you get with your life and see what you can make of it, because yeah, I mean, is it good to play it every now and then? Sure, everything's good in moderation, but I just saw some sad stuff, and I wanted to bring that to the public. I was really nervous uploading this video too for that reason. I thought a lot of people would call me out and be like, you're exploiting them, you know? Like, oh, the video's monetized. He's getting ads on this video. He's cashing in on the drama, and look at these people who wrote these vulnerable messages in a time of need, and look at this guy, he's capitalizing on it. He's making a video about it. He's trying to profit off it. And no, like, it was to raise awareness. Like, I wanted people to know that this was happening. And I got comments, like, thank God this was some validation. I got comments from people being like, thank you for highlighting this part of War Thunder, because a lot of people don't talk about it. The whole, like, mental health part of it. But I was scared. Like, I was scared uploading this video because I thought it would get a lot of backlash from people being like, why would you, like, this is an awful thing. Why would you do this? But cashing in on drama is the new Keemstar. Yeah, I know that I said I'm not going to be the new Germa. I am going to become the new Keemstar. So sorry, guys, but where's my mod status on stream? Sorry, Green. It's because this is the Edda320 channel, not the Edda320 live channel. So sorry about that. You should be good to go now. Toxic community, yeah. World of Warships, World of Tanks. I mean, again, it's a problem with the genre, not just War Thunder specifically, but yeah. So, you know, that's kind of the gist of what happened with this video. I went in trying to make like a spiritual successor to Quora, and ended up making something. Ended up having my time making this video ended up really changing my perspective on the whole thing, and yeah, like, man, this video was. I'm glad it did well. I'm glad that people saw it, you know? That's kind of all I can really say about it. And again, I'm not going to try to pretend to be some righteous, like, I'm the one who brought this to people's attention. I'm not going to do that, but I'm glad that people saw it. I'm glad that people in the comments responded to it, were like, thank you for bringing this up. Because, yeah, a lot of people don't. And it's a real thing. Anyways, on a lighter note, Georgia, dude. This is another one of those, and I get it, like, you know, IRL videos aren't gonna get as many views because people don't really know what's going on, but this was another really, really cool experience that I got to do with my dad. This time it was with my dad, and God, this is, I don't know if this is tied for Canada Vlog for like the coolest thing I've ever done, but it's really high up there. This was such an amazing experience. And I love the fact that, I mean, we did this the first day, the first time that they ever opened it. I mean, my facial expression here says it all. I mean, this is all real. The sheer, hold on. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, man.
Armored car.
I was blown away by what I saw. Like, it's such a massive collection with so many rare vehicles, but also it's just such a variety, such a large variety of vehicles. You had German, you had French, you had Italian. There was an Italian tank there. You had British, American, obviously, from all eras of the war. I mean, World War I tank section was like somewhat lacking, but I mean, I get that. It's World War I. But the interwar American section was by far what I was most interested in, and all the really awesome tanks that you saw, like the Walter J. Christie T4s, or T4, there's only one, but still. This was seriously, this is a fucking bucket list tank to be able to see. I was more so looking forward to this than the T28, because honestly, like, everyone knows the T28. Everyone talks about the T28. It's a famous tank, but like nobody knows the T4. Nobody knows what the T4 was. Nobody knows why it's important. And so to see the T4 in real life was like actually incredible. And I want to go back. I want to do this again because now they do these open houses, you know, more often. I know they did like 3 since my dad and I went for this first one. And then I think, as far as I know, they're planning to do more in 2024. And I would definitely like to go back, and I want to record it again. And this time, I don't know, maybe try to find an opportunity to film something out there. Who knows? All the real footage I got for videos on this during this first trip was I recorded that very short outro segment for the T-34 video, because the T-34 video was in production at the time I did this trip. Oh yeah, and also meeting you guys was insane. Like, it just reminds you that. It reminds me, that like, that what I do is real, I guess, that it has an impact on real human beings who exist in the world. And yeah, being approached by people during this and it was very surreal and very cool. And I want to do that again because it was a lot of fun talking to a lot of you guys. I mean, you guys are cool people. And I'm glad that a lot of you guys are so interested in what I do that you're willing to drive out to a museum to meet me. That doesn't make any sense in my brain, but it's very flattering. Live, laugh, tank. Yeah, dude, tank is life. Have you been to Bobington? No, I've not. I want to go to Bobington, obviously. I want to do like a whole like Euro road trip and go through all the big nations of Europe and find all the big tank museums in them and visit them. Why'd you skip the Italian tank? I didn't skip it. It was there. It was, I talked about it right here. There we go. It is admittedly a very short segment. Well, because I don't have much to say on the Italian tanks. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I really didn't, there wasn't much to it. It was cool, though. It was sick. I mean, I can't even remember what this thing's called. Is it the M1440 or whatever it's called? I forget. There's a plaque. I couldn't read it, but, yeah, I just don't know much about Italian tanks. I need to know more, so. You ain't been to Bobington? I am not missing out, dude. I mean, I know it's tank mecca, bro. I mean, yeah, definitely. I know I am. I know I haven't been there, and I'm missing out. The 1441. Ooh, I was close. Okay. T4. I did not know that this tank existed. It's a really cool tank. It's a very, very important piece of American interwar tank history. You know, people talk about why didn't America continue on with Christie suspension. But they did, and this was what, ow, I hit my microphone. This is what they did. It was the T4. So very, very important piece of American tank history, and cool that they put it right next to the early Stuart, the early pattern Stuart. Yeah, this was an amazing experience. And then also all the modern stuff. I got quite a few things wrong in this video, as I do with most videos. Getting to nerd out with the Firefly. Yeah, getting to see even though it wasn't a real Firefly, a fake Firefly, still awesome to see a Firefly in real life in any capacity. Oh yeah, seeing a tiger in real life. Oh my God. I mean, this entire segment was real. Seeing yeah, a tiger in real life and being able to touch a real tiger. I mean, it's not a replica. It was real. I mean, yeah, there's just straight footage of me just nerding out, but yeah, this was really cool. And I want to go back because that was like, for me, part of what's so fascinating about being able to touch that is like, that steel, those steel plates were manufactured in Germany almost, over 80 years ago. And I have that in my hand. I'm touching that. I mean, this is a vehicle that was built across an ocean well before I was born. And it's a machine. It's a functional machine. And it's so old and it has such a story because it's been through so much. And it's the fact that I can interact with it in any capacity in real life. It's like humbling almost. It's crazy. Like, maybe for Europeans, you don't get this that much because it's like, oh, like, yeah, Germany, that's fucking next door. But I feel like for me as an American, it's like, oh my God, like, in order for this machine to be here right now, it had to. There's no way it had to go across an ocean. Like, that's, to me, like, that's insane. Like, they had to take this, like, this thing was built in the 40s and fought a war. And then they stuck it on a boat and shipped it halfway across the world. And now it's here. And I get to, like, I can't even describe, it's crazy. It's insane. And like, it's humbling. It's incredible. That's German steel. That was manufactured. Like, you can't fake that. That was made in a factory in another country across the globe over 80 years ago. And it works, right? Especially, it's even better when they run. It's like, and it actually works. I could go on forever, but yeah, that's part of why I am so humbled, and it brings tear to my eyes to be able to like actually touch these things. And dude, to get inside one would be, I've still never been inside of a tank except for I was inside an Abrams during this trip. I guess that's worth noting. During this trip, they had an Abrams on exposition and you could get inside of it and like touch things all around it. So I did get inside the loader's position of an Abrams, and that was cool. But man, I want to get inside a World War II era tank. I mean, that would be. And same thing with T-34, right? Like, this was and the fact that this was a T-34-76 original, it was built in Russia all the way back in like 1940, 1941, and now it's here, and I get to see it. Like, it's crazy. It's just so fucking crazy how the world works, how time, isn't that weird? How time works? That's so weird. So yeah, very humbling, very awesome experience to go to Georgia and drive tanks, see tanks. Oh yeah, dude, to get a tank, to drive a tank would be incredible. Ed will be shocked at what was used to transport that tiger across the Atlantic. That's part of it that I would prefer not to think about, the boats. Oh man, T-34 video. What can I say about this? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where to start with the T-34 video. I mean, if you guys just want to ask questions, because like, this is, wow, this video. I wish I had done a lot differently with this video in terms of how I made it. I really like what I had to say with this video. I really think the message of this video was super valid. I think it was a unique perspective on the T-34 that other people had not considered. I feel confident in my sources. Like, I don't think I was talking out of my ass for this. Like, I'm very proud of this video in that regard, in terms of the information. I love the cinematic intro. Again, like I said, something I really want to do more of. This was very much inspired by what I did with the episode 2 of the AI tanks video. But I think like the rest of the video, it's just me, like, it's just bad camera angles. Like, I just didn't really know shit about cinematography at the time, and still kind of don't. So it's all just static shots of me standing in front of something, and the mic quality wasn't the best. I mean, this shot as well. Like, I took the shot this was a great shot. I liked this shot. Like, this was a good shot. It was well framed. This is just, obviously, you can just tell this is just me standing and my sister holding her phone. Like, there's no, like, this doesn't have an X factor. Like, this is so lame, kind of bland. This is a good shot. I like this shot. This shot looks good because I don't know what it is. It's perfect. The lighting is good. Like, I didn't have to do any like post processing for the color or the video or the lighting on this shot. my pose is great. The background looks good. It's like the zoom is like at a good level. Like this looks decently cinematic. I really like this. This is one of the better shots of the whole thing. And still left room on the right side for the text. This was an awful shot. Actually, this was a bad shot too. I didn't like the way we did this. Again, it's just a still camera. Like, I don't know. I think I could have been smarter about the way I filmed this, and I did not. And then this original shot was zoomed way out. I did zero zoom on the camera itself. So the zoom in to make this fit was all with like post-processing zoom. Like I'm so small. Like it's just so like, this is a horrible shot. Like this is just, and because I zoom in, the quality, like I look so grainy and bad. Like it's just, I really wanted this background. I thought the bridge across the James River and stuff was really cool. So, but it's just a terrible shot. Like it just looks awful. Again, this is just a random shot. The tripod's tilted slightly. You can even see it. And the roundabout, I actually do like the background. The background's nice. I wish this pole wasn't here. I wish I'd picked a different spot so you could see this church nicer. But yeah, I mean, if I have my biggest problem with this was like the cinematography. This sucks. Like I'm just clearly standing on a sidewalk in the middle of nowhere, and the shadows are in my face. My hair is in my face. You can't see anything. I don't know. I just don't like it. This is an okay shot. Actually, this shot's fine. I like this shot. This is a good one. Anyways, my favorite video. I get it. Like I get that it's a good video. I think that's the thing is like I just hold myself to such a high standard because I know what I can do. Like I know what I'm capable of, if that makes sense, which is almost like, it sounds very up my own ass, but like I wish I had done better with it, I guess. But obviously I recognize that like it's good. Like and people enjoyed it. It's got, good views, and for a lot of people this is their favorites. Oh yeah, this one just leaning next to a random set of tracks on a bulldozer that I found. Yeah, this is a terrible tracking. I tried to be fancy and do a tracking shot where like my sister was following me with the camera. I don't think it looks very good. This shot also sucks because it's zoomed out way too much. It's just me sitting on a bench, and it's like there's no, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. Some of the, whoa, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Some of the stuff you can't put your finger on, but it's just, this is a good shot. I like the framing of this, but I had my camera set to do like auto brightness, to auto adjust brightness, and you can see, especially towards the end here, the camera tries to adjust for brightness and the whole thing gets way, way, way brighter. And it just like really throws you around. Like you can even see just skipping around on scenes. It just, the brightness gets really, really weird at random points. And I don't like that. I wish I'd been better about that. And especially here towards the end, the camera tries to auto adjust and you can see the image is getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter until like the sky is like totally blown out. Like it looks bad. It looks so bad. Look how bright it is. Oh man, I hate that. I hate that so much. This is a good shot. I like this shot. This is another, I think this shot and the, yeah, and then this one are probably like the two like best, like looking, like they look cinematic. They look good. Those are good shots. And then obviously the shot of me next to the T-34. This is a good shot. I like this one as well with the ETA 320, the ETA 3 Tank 20. That track shot was the one I used for your shoes on your mic skin. What? Was the one I used for your shoes on your MC skin? Oh yeah. You didn't use a. For those of you who don't know, Comrade Clumsy made a video, or not made a video, what the fuck, I'm getting all jumbled, made a Minecraft skin for me, and which I love, by the way, and I will definitely use it if I ever do Minecraft on this channel. And yeah, you're saying that you used the tracking shot to make my shoes on the skin? That's funny. You didn't use this shot? You got great view of my shoes right here. I got random shoes. There's a good shot. You can see my shoes down here. And I don't want to think about somebody going back through my videos and staring at my shoes. That's kind of weird. And be giving us quality tonk videos. Well, thank you. What's the best tank? I don't really like that question. I don't think that's a valid question. What is the best tank? Like, what do you mean? Can you expand on that? For what? Did I miss the Stroke 3 video, or is that still coming? That was not released in 2023, so I'm not really talking about that at the moment. But I talked about it in the previous stream, I think. Stroke 3 video was at the end. Dude, Stroke 3 video was 2 years ago. Wow. So yeah, that's definitely not like fit for this. That was the end of 2022. So yeah, I definitely would have talked about that on the 2022 year in review live stream. Yeah, I put a link to potential history in the video. That's funny. I don't remember doing that, but I think because I put a link to his channel in the video. Yeah, maybe I'll talk about this video later, but I want to get through all the stuff we did this year before I double back when you guys have questions. But yeah, Utopian Tank to T-34, like, I'm really, really happy. Again, I'm super happy with this video. Like, I think it's a really good video. I'm very happy with the way it came out. I'm happy that I made it. I think it had a good message. But yeah, I just wish like, all my issues with it are all production. It's all on my side. It's all on the production side video. Does her sister like tanks? No, not really. She's like a normal human being. We've lost a good 30 viewers over the past 10 minutes. I think a lot of people are going to sleep, to be honest. But I get it. I don't like that question. What do you mean? Anyways, it's the composite Firefly. Yes, it is the composite Firefly. So that's definitely the best. The dedication is crazy. It's dedication, I think, is an interesting word for it. Like, it's just doing it, you know? Like, that's the whole thing, man. Like, the only way you get something done is by doing it. If you sit back and you think to yourself, like, how can I make a cinematic intro for a video? Well, let's see, like, what makes an intro cinematic? Well, I don't know, music and multiple camera angles. And it's just the kind of thing where it's like, okay, I want this intro. I want to have multiple camera angles. Like, I want it to cut to, like, behind me and then in front of me. I want to do different shots. Like, how the hell do I do that? Well, you just do it. Like, I don't know. You just put up your camera and you just fucking go with it. Like, you just roll. Like, it's just, you just close your eyes and you just do it. And then if it's good, it's good. And if it's not, it's not. And then you get better next time. The fear of getting it wrong is a valid fear. And it is a fear you should have, certainly. But it's not a fear you should let prevent you from doing it. I'm lucky that this came out as well as it did. Like, these shots look good. And especially, yeah, the intro for this looks great. Like, all the shots look really good. And this was all just me. This was me. I did this by myself. I just took my tripod and put it up and took my tripod with my camera, this camera, and set it up. And then, yeah, just recorded myself. I mean, you know, I did this entire thing with the camera right here facing me and acted it all out. And then hit cut and then put the camera behind me and then and then did it all again. And then now I've got two different perspectives of the exact same thing. And like, you just did it. And I didn't know what it was going to look like, but then I put it in the editing, I put it in DaVinci Resolve and I was like, oh, it looks good. And then you put it together, you add the music. I mean, the music brings everything together. I've talked about it before in a different stream, I think, or on a different, I've talked about it before, I know. But like, I personally value music so much. Music, especially if you're trying to make something cinematic and you're trying to make people feel something with what you do. Like, especially emotions. Like, if you want your audience to feel emotions with whatever you're making, like, music is such a powerful tool to do that. Visuals, certainly. Like, you can make people feel emotions with visuals. But for me personally, like, music just hits so hard. If you have a good music backing whatever's on screen, like, most of the time people will still, they'll look past whatever, like, visual downsides you have, and it'll just be because they're feeling. At that point they're not seeing it, they're feeling it, because the music gives them that emotion that they can feel. I'm really bad at explaining this, but like, yeah, like, it's music. It really is. Like, my videos don't look that great a lot of times, but I will say, you know, pat myself on the back for one thing that I am very proud of the soundtrack that I've accrued for all my videos. I think a lot of my music that I use in my videos is spot on. Really good. This is a fun fact. This is
Actually, incorporate that. As a result, the T-34
this is Dead Space 2.
fairly bad rap.
This is the violin theme from Dead Space 2.
Still fairly crude. When first produced in 1940, the only
There's
nice
so
thing
many
people say
amazing,
about this tank is mentioning its slow power design, which it wasn't the first to use, but it
video
was the
game
first to
soundtracks
produce
that you can
the
use in your
large scale to
videos.
use this feature,
And you can still get that cinematic feel. Like, again, and you can excuse whatever visual issues, like how maybe it doesn't look great, it doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't matter what it looks like, because right now with this music and the visuals, they're not perfect, but they're getting across the message, which is, oh my god, he's doing this research, he's having this realization. This is the story that I'm trying to tell, is like, I do this, I read this book, I pick this up, and I'm having this realization, I'm realizing, look, oh, I'm enlightened, right? But it's that story, and the music goes so far to propel that narrative, that even if the visuals aren't perfect, like, you're still feeling it, and that's really what matters. And like, that shot wasn't great. That shot is kind of meh. This shot is not great either. I need to be a better actor. Cut to black, go gray for a couple seconds, go quiet, no music, establishing shots. All these shots are very specifically chosen. They're all establishing shots. They're showing you places in the future that I'm going to be filming. So, like, one of the problems that I had when I was first making this is it was just randomly cutting between me in all these different places talking about the T-34, and there was no like where the hell is he? Like what the hell's going on? So they're all establishing shots. They're showing you where I'm going to be as this video goes. So that's the point of this. So look, you got this intro now. You had right here, you had this shot. This was a big one, was the one under the bridge, because I had later in the video, right? I cut to me underneath the bridge, talking about whatever it was. Where was it? Yeah, here. Like, there's this shot of me under the bridge, and I liked it because the bridge, you get, like, that follow-through, you get these arches, and it looks really nice. I had this shot in the video, and I was like, this is so random. Like, there's never, like, all these other shots, I'm out in the open, it's sunny, like, I'm in a factory, I'm in my room, I'm out in, there's a river behind me, and then just randomly out of nowhere, all of a sudden, I'm just under a fucking bridge for some reason. I was like, how do I make that less jarring? And it's establishing shots. You create those establishing shots and you show the audience, hey, this is where we're going to be, and this is what's going to happen. And so that's what this was. And also it kind of gives you get comfortable. You feel the music going, and you get like, oh, like, this is what's about to happen. So you really do that.
Screw up this framing.
Why the bridge shot looks green screen? Because it's just a bad shot. It just looks bad.
What was the opening?
There's a reason I listen to Ace Combat soundtrack religiously. I do have one of the Ace Combat songs on my playlist.
Lav mic for this project.
Man is a big brain. I never thought this hard about the background. I really like filmmaking. I really love
wearing these shades throughout this video because I didn't buy these
storytelling.
Halfway through this video's production.
I really love, like, I love storytelling. I love, and again here, establishing shot. And it's also, like, there's some bloopers. There's some, like, like, you know, look at this guy, like, doing his thing. Like, he's not that, you know, he's not that different from the rest of us. He's, you know, he fucks up and he does weird things, and he's just a silly guy. Like, that's also part of what these establish, because I also want to remind you guys that I'm not God, and I'm just a motherfucker who likes tanks. Like, that's just it. But yeah, I do think hard about that sort of stuff because, like, to me, it's exercising that passion that I really love filmmaking, and I love storytelling, and I love that kind of stuff. Like, I watch, like, Corridor Digital and all these guys. I watch people reacting to movies and how accurate is it, stuff like that. Ed, what's your favorite tank? The Composite Firefly, definitely. You're God. I am not God, I promise. Top Gun sunglasses, they're genuine Ray-Ban aviators, actual Ray-Bans. Actual aviators, very expensive sunglasses, and they're awesome. And they have EDA 320 inscribed on the side. Actually, I don't know if I'll show this off. And yeah, I purchased the shades. I think, oh yeah, about halfway through the T-34 video's production. But these are genuine Ray-Ban aviators, and I got inscribed on the ear. Come on. You see that? EDA 320. So it actually says EDA 320 on the on there. So these are and I bought these. Number one, like, I wanted cool shades, and aviators are just fucking cool. But I also, like, this was part of, like, the brand. Like, the tanker's jacket is the EDA 320 brand for sure, but also now so is this. You know, like, when you think of EDA 320, I want you to think of the shades and the jacket. So that was very intentional, but based, yeah, thank you. Fresh, thank you. Yes, they're also just cool. They're not my daily anymore, but how much for them? More than a normal pair of sunglasses. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so yeah, this video it's another reason why this video took so long to make, and why I was like, this video took a lot out of me, because I had these dreams, these dreams of grandeur almost, with, like, making such a high production value video, because all my previous tank documentaries before this didn't even feature my face. So, because I mean, before the T-34 video, what was the previous tank documentary I had made? I think it was Stroke 3. Yeah, and Stroke 3, I mean, Stroke 3 was way long ago. I don't even know if I'd revealed my face wait. No, I hadn't. That's right, my face reveal was the Lee Enfield video. So yeah, prior to the T-34 video, my last tank documentary, the Stroke 3, was before I had even revealed my face. So yeah, it was a huge jump to go from the Stroke 3 to the T-34 video. And yeah, I wanted the T-34 to be that. Like, even if it sucks, just do it so that you have the experience with filming. And yeah, somebody asked earlier if my sister likes tanks. No, she doesn't, but she is, like, she's an artist, and she wanted to help me with this. But both my siblings have been very supportive of the YouTube channel, and yeah, my sister was very happy to help me. Etta, where and when did you get the Lee Enfield? If you would like the answer to that, you can watch this video. It's quite simply entitled, I Bought a Gun. And it's me going over the story, the backstory of me. And look at this old camera. This is my old camera. This is my old, this is the new camera, sorry, but I had an old desktop webcam. Yeah, if you want basically to hear me rant about, like, yeah, how I got my hands on my Lee Enfield, go watch this video, because that's where it is. And again, 1,000 views. Nobody watched this video. Even less people watched the part 2, which is totally fair. I get it. It's a shit video. But, you know. To make the long and short of it, I bought it at like a normal, at just like a local gun store. It was in the military surplus section, so. But yeah, I really loved it. Random question, but why the Lee Enfield? Again, I explained it in the video, but I just thought it looked cool. Like, I just liked the Lee Enfield. I was playing Battlefield 1 a whole lot and, like, using the SMLE Mark III and stuff. And that was super cool. And then I wanted a Lee Enfield, and then when I did more research on the SMLE versus the number 4, it was pretty awesome. I liked the look of it. And so when I found a Lee Enfield, I bought it, and it was pretty sick. This isn't an Edit 320 video, it's a threat. I bought a gun. When I think of Edit 320, I think of tanks and the beard. Yeah, I'm very surprised how my beard became such like an iconic part of me. I think my beard is good, but like people have better beards, surely. Caterpillar, hey, see you later, Caterpillar. Thanks for coming out in chat, boy. Address reveal? I sure hope not. I sure hope I didn't just reveal my address on anything here. Wouldn't be the first time though. Thank you video. Yeah, this is about what it says on the tin. It's just thanks for 20k because we grew so exponentially from the Battlefield 5 video to that. I hit 20k so freaking fast that milsurp, not multi-roll. Did I say multi-roll? I meant milsurp. I'm so fucking. Oh, my gun. You're responding to Joe. Oh, local gun store doesn't have a milsurp section. Yeah. Well, actually, I say local gun store as if it's like a mom and pop, like small owned gun store. It's pretty big, so they have a lot of stuff there. And I've since bought. I do own more firearms now. That's not just the Lee Enfield. I have 2 more, and I will make videos on them. We'll get to that soon. Yeah, the thank you video, the reading your comments video. Oh yeah, these were both. Yeah, you can see the gap. 5 months and then 3 months there was a 2-month gap between the thank you video and the reading your comments, because now that I had 20k subs, I really wanted to try to kick into gear a weekly upload schedule. And so I did the thank you for 20k as kind of like a, thanks for 20k, and kind of going over a lot of what I did at the beginning of this stream. Oh yeah, and going into a little bit of the origins of Edit 320, which we'll talk about if you guys want to ask about that here later. But yeah, doing a lot of this, just thanking for 20k, and then sort of now that I have 20k, we're gonna kick things up a little bit. And so I took like 2 months off of YouTube. Actually, it wasn't off YouTube. I didn't upload for 2 months. And I spent those 2 months making all of these videos. All these videos right here. I made everything from Tank Simulator is Cursed to Tank Enthusiast Racks Measure Project T34. All these videos I made all in that 2-month time span, so that I could then upload them, 1 week from each other and do a weekly upload schedule while I worked on the Panzer IV, Slightly Confusing Guide to the Panzer IV. That was the plan. Oh, actually, including Reading Your No Good, Dirty, Rotten Comments. So, Reading Your No Good, Dirty, Rotten Comments, which, yes, is a reference to Holes. Great book, great movie. All these videos here that I just highlighted, these were all made in that 2-month time span. And then I churned them out, or, released them steadily one week at a time. I would like to do that again, but like it would once again, I think, require me to go silent for like 2 months to build that up again. Because once I had this, like once these were posting, I was going all in on the Panzer IV video. But theoretically, if I did something similar where I go quiet for like 2 or 3 months and then make 7 or 8 videos, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos, while these are releasing, I could be working on more. And then like I do think I could do a weekly upload schedule. But yeah, like things like the Panzer IV, like large-scale tank documentaries would really throw wrenches in that, because like these are videos that I have to spend a lot of time on. I got a baller collection. Yeah, the 3 guns that I have are very, very, very fun. What did you get? We might talk about it at the end of the video, at the end of the stream. You should head down to your local tank store and buy a Sherman. No, definitely. And that's kind of part of my plan, to be honest. Can we go through all your YouTube subscriptions? Sure, we can in a second. I'll quickly blaze through a lot of these ones because most of these are all stream highlights. Oh yeah, Cursed Tank Simulator and Roblox. This was genuinely a video that I got so many comments to do. I'm very happy with this video. I think it really came out well. Like, I actually think, like, going forward, I want to do a lot more of these kinds of videos, like first impressions of like a tank game that I've never played, and I want them all to be formatted similarly to how this one was done. Like, I'm really happy with this video. I think it came out really well. I love it. I think it's super fun. I think it showed off the game in a good light, and I genuinely had fun with the game. Like, this was no, I wasn't putting anything up. Like, this is my real reaction to the game. Like, I actually had fun with it and was very impressed with how deep it went because I had never known Roblox could do something like this. And yeah, and of course the Roblox community loves me now. Like, if you go to the Tank Discord, the Discord for Cursed Tank Simulator, I am there. They're trying to get me added to the game. There's a guy who makes 3D models for the game, and he made a 3D model of me as a tank commander, and he wants to put me in the game in Cursed Tank Simulator. So they love me. Every time I'm in the game, every game I get recognized nowadays. So yeah, the community for Cursed Tank Simulator loves me, which is cool. Like, I'm flattered by that. You haven't played tier 8 yet? No, I unlocked the Tiger. They were begging. They were like, please, like, we want to give you a press account. Like, get a press account, unlock everything. And I was like, no, that seems cheap. Like, I want the experience of grinding. I mean, not grinding, but like, well, it wasn't a grind. Like, the progression in this game isn't actually that bad. Like, it's not hard to go through the levels, so to go through the tiers. So I was willing to do that. I was like, yeah, like the progression of this game is not a horrible grind like War Thunder. Like, it's actually achievable. So, like, I want to do that. I actually don't want to be given a press account. I think the only thing I asked for was if you guys are really offering, I would like the T-55 and the Centurion, because I just like those two tanks a lot. And those are high up tanks that will take me a while to unlock. And I did get the Centurion for free. They gave me the Centurion, not the T-55 though. I don't know if they just forgot or what, but I don't care. I'll unlock it on my own. So I got the Centurion in that game for free, but it was all the 3 different parts to make the Centurion Mark 1 in that game for free. The 17-pounder, the turret, and the hull. But there was already a tier that I was at, because that's tier 5-6, right? Or 6-7. So that was about the tier that I was already at. So it actually didn't, it's not like it gave me a super big advantage on the progression of the game. But it was cool. It's a fun game. It's a genuinely good substitute for War Thunder for me. Tank Mechanics Simulator finally added Shermans. I am so disappointed this video hasn't done very well. I mean, it has done well, excuse me. 13,000 views is nothing to laugh at. Like, that's good. That is good performance. I think now my expectations are skewed because I have so many videos that break like 20k views nowadays, but still, 13k views, that is good. That's good. That is fine. I'm very happy with that. Still though, I wish this video had gotten more views because I think this video is hilarious. I love this video. It's just so good. It really encapsulates what I find the most fun about streaming. And it's like the chat interactions, the going back and forth with chat and riffing with each other. I think the jokes, like I actually think I just had so much charisma during this stream and the results were just so great. Like, I really loved this video and I really loved this stream. Both were just so much fun. And yeah, I really wish we had I really wish this video did better, because like I think this video is such a good showcase of what it's usually like on an Edit 320 live stream. Here to Steal Aces, I've heard of it. Watched all the Tank Mechanic videos, good watch. Yeah, it's so much better than my first one. For those of you who don't know, I already had a video on Tank Mechanic Simulator, and it is not good, but you know, whatever. It was still recorded back when I lived with my parents. My parents' house. Here it is. The best worst tank game I've ever played, which is honestly doing it a bit of a disservice. It's actually a good game. But yeah, I love Tank Mechanic Simulator. That was a great video. It's just a super simple stream cut up. A lot of these videos I can go through quick because they're all just stream cut ups, so they're not that hard. Tank Enthusiast Reacts to Hell Let Loose. It's a good video. I like it. I'm glad that I can scratch Hell Let Loose off my list of tank games that I've played and games that I've covered, because I got a lot of people, you know, asking about Hell Let Loose, especially after I did Postscriptum. I'm not gonna lie, man, like, I just like Postscriptum better. Like, I'm so happy that Postscriptum has been revived and is now Squad 44. Like, even playing Hell Let Loose, I just like Postscriptum more. Like, it's just better in my humble opinion. I just like it more, especially for tanking. I think it's a better game for tankers. There are some things about Hell Let Loose that I like that they do better than Postscriptum, but generally speaking, I just like Postscriptum better. But this game was great. It was a lot of fun to cover. I did good research on the Panzer II and a lot of these vehicles that I hadn't talked about before. Really cool to finally talk about Russian vehicles in a Tank Enthusiast Reacts, because we hadn't done that before. Things like T-34, KV, IS-1. Yeah, doing some brushing up on the IS-1 for this video made me go rewatch Red Wrench's video on the IS series, and I forgot how much better at content making Red Wrench is than me. So I highly recommend, guys, go fucking subscribe to Red Wrench. He's so good, and his videos on the KV and IS series are so awesome. Really, really good. Gup Dream tank match video when? Yeah, I'll steal my sister's Switch and I'll let you know if I get around to that. Do you think you'll play Steel Aces when it comes out? I need to go back and like figure out what that game is. I've heard of it, but I need to remember what it is. But I'd like to. Maybe not right when it comes out, but I'd like to. Are you gonna try to get a press account for World of Tanks whenever you'll get to that game? I have an announcement to make at the end of the stream that I think. Actually, well, no, not really. Maybe Average Tanker, maybe. Press account for World of Tanks, maybe. Battle Tanks, old game for the N64. I'll look that up. Somebody, hold on, background music that's going on in the background. This is Zelda and Chill Volume 2. Check it out. It's a really good soundtrack. And it's all copyright free, so we can use it in videos. Yeah, man. And then, really, we can just kind of speed through the rest of these. I've got to reckon people are itching for Q&A. Edda Rants, this was exactly what it was. Like, again, it was just, I wanted to fill out this. So, Edda Rants, it was just me taking a rant that I did at the end of a Half-Life stream and cutting it up. Yeah, as the disclaimer at the beginning of this video says, like, there's a lot that I think I just kind of, there was a lot off the top of my head, so I probably got some things wrong, and that's okay. Just as long as you know that and you don't rip me to pieces for it, we're good. Building my best tank yet in Sprocket. I also love this video. I think this, alongside the Tank Mechanics Simulator live stream cut-ups, I think both of these streams were amazing streams, and they were super fun, and again highlighted like great chat interaction, great everything, and then they both made for really good videos as well. So I really enjoyed making these videos, and also recording them, and the streams were awesome, and obviously the results of this were really cool with the tank that we actually ended up building. I can show you guys maybe a little bit later, but I did end up, I talked about it on the stream about potentially taking this vehicle and sticking a turret on it and turning it into like a normal medium tank or even a light tank or whatever. I did end up doing that, and I'll show you guys maybe later on stream if you're interested what I turned it into. But yeah, super happy with this stream and super happy with this video. Really easy easy video to make, and it did really well. I was also surprised how well this video did. I didn't expect it to. I thought the live stream cut-ups are they're just, you know, short form, easy to make content, so whatever. Tank Enthusiast reacts to the mega projects. That's who they are. Mega projects video. I feel like there's almost a bit of guilt with this video because it's react content. Like, I don't know. I just feel bad doing. I just feel like the word react nowadays just has so much connotation to it. But at the same time, I do think that like when the video's done, I do enjoy the content of the video. Like, I like what happens with the video. I like what happens in it, and I like what we get out of it. I like what I have to say. You know, I think I spit facts for the most part. I enjoy making and doing the reaction videos, but like, yeah, there's that slight ping of guilt of like, ugh, like you're really stooping this low. You're really stooping down to react content, pal. But I think it's cool. I really would like to do a whole stream where people send in videos of like tank related stuff and I react to them. I think that would be cool. But this video we really did because I had just come out of the Tank Enthusiast Reacts to the, or sorry, there's a fucking cop car or something passing by my apartment right now. It's distracting me. This video I mostly did because, you know, we're fresh off of the Tank Enthusiast, or goddammit, the Utopian Tank T-34. So I had the knowledge on the T-34, I had the script, I felt confident about being able to talk about the T-34 like that and criticize somebody else on what they had to say about it. So, you know, that was an exercise in me just being confident enough to make a video like that. But I have other videos in mind that I think would be interesting to react to. React content is bad, but this guy and the 500 poorly researched channels he voices are far lower quality, and therefore the React content is justified. Yeah, I think the React content is justified as long as like you actually have something to say and something good to say that contributes. And yeah, I think I had good things to say here. And now, this video. Man, oh man. I'm really, really proud of this video. I really, really like how it came out. I think, actually, almost in contrary to the T-34 video, where I mostly, like, I love what I had to say about it, but, like, there was some, like, the filming stuff that I wish I got better. This video, I am mostly quite happy with how it was filmed. But I have, like, some slight issues with the content. Like, I didn't really get anything wrong, so to speak, but there was a lot of things that I wish I had included. Like, I almost wish this video was, like, half an hour longer. There are a lot of people, especially after, I mean, I learned the most from these videos immediately after I post them. Like, I would say, because just so many people comment and leave so many corrections, but also, like, hey, did you know? And I learned so much about these tanks after I post the video from them, because so many people in the comments just give me such good info, and some people give me new sources to check out, and it's really cool. And I just learned, like, immediately following the posting of this video, I learned so much more about the circumstances for which the Panzer IV existed in throughout the war, and I wish I had talked a little bit more about that. But this video was laser focused on, obviously, the variants. It's a confusing guide, so we do what we did with the Panzer III, or the Stug 3 and the Sherman, where we just go through the variants and what changes between them and what you need to know visually, what changes between them and all that. So that's this. In that regard, this video did very well. But yeah, like, I almost want to make another video on the Panzer IV, specifically going through, maybe not doctrine, if I can find a way to dig up old German written doctrine, but going through, like, how the idea of its use changed, like what they originally built it for, and then as the war goes on, how they have to react to the war going on around them, and all of the crazy experimental stuff they do to try to adapt or replace the Panzer IV. Like, to somewhat summarize, really, like, they're looking to replace the Panzer IV in, like, almost as soon as it's out, like 1939, 1940, even 1938. They draw up all these plans for all of these different tanks, and they'll draw up plans for a tank that's like, we want it to be used for one thing, but then later they realized, oh, hey, maybe this actually might be a good replacement for the Panzer IV, and then it's like somewhat pursued. They take some design elements from this, like, wacky prototype that they make, and then they try to pack them onto the Panzer IV, and then it doesn't really work. It's really interesting, and I think it's worthy of its own video, of them, like, trying to save the Panzer IV throughout the war, because, like, they knew Germany knew the Panzer IV's shortcomings. They were well aware. They tried to fix them as best they could, and they tried to develop new tanks to replace the Panzer IV, but they just couldn't. I really think this segment does a lot to talk about what's the segment I'm thinking of. This whole segment, this is crazy. When I read this, it just summarized, like, it summarizes everything. The flip-flopping back and forth between the factories. You wonder why Germany sticks around with a lot of its designs that it does when they seem obsolete, or why they don't make certain improvements. We're like, they had this, like, they tested this, like, this existed, why didn't they do it? It's time. So much of it is time. So much of what fucks over Germany is they just kick up production way too late. Again, you can go back to the other numbers I talk about. This is just for the Panzer IV, but it's viable to, like, all their other tanks as well. I mean, look at these production numbers: 42, 43, and 44. I mean, look at the insane spike in production numbers. But it's between 42 and 43. Like, you're ramping up your tank production between 1942 and 1943, dude. Like, that's way too late. It's way too late. I think there's an interesting argument to be made that if Germany had raised their production in, like, 1939 or 1940, like, if Germany had been building tanks in 1940 the way they were in 1944, we could have seen a different war. I'm not gonna lie, we could have seen a different war. I don't think they would have won, but we could have seen a very different war. But they just didn't. Like, it just took them so much time to do stuff, and then momentum as well. Production is very momentum based. Once you get going on a thing, like it's kind of hard to slam the brakes on it. It's like tank production is like a train. It accelerates and it can get really, really fast and it can get really good. But just like a train, you know, a deer runs onto the train tracks and you slam the brakes, but a train just has so much momentum behind it. It takes forever before it's got to go down the tracks another 3 miles before it comes to a stop. Tank production is very much the same way, and the Germans learned that lesson the hard way. And you have like the Soviets and the Americans who have designs like the Sherman and the T-34 that are basically knockout designs from day one. The Panzer IV just wasn't built for that. It was a support tank. Like the Panzer IV just wasn't meant to be. They put all their marbles into the Panzer III, and then they had to switch over to the Panzer IV, and they couldn't stop the train. They tried to with the Panther. Again, you know, it seems like they wanted to switch over to the Panther, but they couldn't. Like they really couldn't. I mean, by 1943, it's really tough, and I want to learn more about it. I want to get better at being able to describe it, because right now I feel like I'm mumbling, but... Edda, would you say, in your opinion, that the Panzer III ended up being their main medium tank for the war as intended, or did the Panzer IV fill that role accidentally? Neither. The Panzer IV filled that role intentionally. The Germans realized that the Panzer III was not future-proof, at least not nearly as much as they did. You see a really, really interesting dichotomy shift in the German army from 1939, 1940, 1941 into the later war. Russia changed everything. Russia changed everything. Like, the Germans have a way of war. They have the way they want to fight World War II set out in front of them. They have Blitzkrieg. They've got the Panzer III. They've got the Panzer IV, the support tank. They've got... Like, Germany's very much doing well in the early war. Like, they've built the army that they want. Very much so. Like, I think the German army, they're happy with what they've got in 1940, 1941. I mean, yes, they want to make changes. Yes, they want to introduce new things. But, like, everything's doing what it was supposed to. But then they invade Russia. And everything changes. When the Germans encounter the T-34 and the KV, and they realize, like, oh, man, like, we can't get away with this the same way we got away with France and Poland. Because the whole method of those wars was speed. They relied so heavily on Blitzkrieg, and it was speed, you know, lightly armored. Like, yeah, the Panzer III, Panzer IV had really light armor for their time, well, because it was Blitzkrieg, it was speed. It was supposed to be, and they didn't expect the enemy to have, like, super advanced AT. Well, they did, but yeah, the Germans, the early war German army is just, it's built for speed. And so they got Panzer II, Panzer III, Panzer IV, and Blitzkrieg is their golden ticket. And they go all in on that, as they should. They learned the lessons a little bit in France, going up against like the B-1 and stuff, about, oh, we may need to upgun our tanks and maybe up armor, and they pursue a little bit of that. But yeah, like, it's just, everything changes in 1941, and then come the start of 1942, like, that's just when so many new projects are kickstarted or expedited for up guns, up armor, improvements to what they have. And then, yeah, 1941 is when, I think 1941 is when the Panzer III and IV are brought to special level of manufacturing priority. But by 1942, once they stick the Long 75 into the Panzer IV in 1942, mid-1942, it's pretty much over for the Panzer III. I mean, like, yes, they still have it, and they're still using it, and it's still valuable, but, like, that's when they've really made the decision that we're focusing on the Panzer IV now. Like, it's the new tank. And, that was very much, the Germans knew that. Like, I wouldn't say the Panzer IV became the new medium tank by accident. I think they very much knew what was happening, and they did it on purpose. I want him to yap, I'm stupid, he's smart. I'm not smart. I just read books. Their consumer goods were too high. Absolutely rookie move. Could have done better, of course. Yeah. They played Hoi 4, and they didn't convert enough of their military factories or enough of their civilian factories to military factories. No, I'm just kidding. Well, and you see also, like, they ramp up production, the Nibelungenwerk or whatever, Nibelungenwerke factory. They don't get that built until 41, if I'm not mistaken. So again, it's just everything happened. It's just everything happened too late. They were just too slow. They were fast. Their army was fast, but their industry was slow. And I think that makes sense because they were not, like I mentioned in the video too, they were not built for mass production. The Panzer III wasn't, and neither was the tank. If the Panzer IIIN could fit the 75mm KWK-36, why couldn't it fit the KWK-40? I don't know much about the Panzer IIIN and whether, like, how comfortable it was. Assuming it has something to do with the size of the breech, it very well could. I would also think the barrel would be a genuine point of concern because the weight of the barrel in the Panzer IV like was kind of an issue. So I imagine on the Panzer III it may have been worse. The Panzer IV was a larger chassis, and it just they felt like they could do more with it. So I think they just weren't focused on the Panzer III anymore potentially. They went down the Navy path thinking they knew how to handle mechanics and got lost. I don't think the Germans went down the Navy path. They very much abandoned the, I mean, not abandoned, but the Kriegsmarine was not well funded, they didn't go very far. They didn't do much with it, as much as they could have probably. I want a Super Panzer III, love the Panzer III so much. We can do a slightly confusing guide to the Panzer III one of these days. Why do hull guns suck? Now I forgot. They're not bad. Hull guns are fine. Depends on what you're trying to do with it. Anyway, yeah, so I learned a whole lot about the Panzer IV. I love it. I wouldn't consider myself to be an expert on the Panzer IV by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm very happy with this video, and I'm very happy it did well. 50K, I mean, that's awesome. I'm really, really happy with that. I'm glad people liked it. I'm glad it did well. Will you ever do a video on the Crusader? Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Are we ready? I don't know if we're ready for this, but maybe we are. I mean, yeah, I do most of the talking in this video, but the story of this video is 100% true. I mean, it's all. I had wanted to make the confession, as I so called it, last year. I wanted to make this video since when I started YouTube, because again, I loved Gross and Panzer since before I started YouTube. So, yippee Crusader video, yeah, we'll find a time for it, definitely. I don't know when exactly, but hail Edda, sorry I'm late. It's fine, Spinosaurus. People are hyped for a Crusader vid. I need to find an excuse to break into British tankery. British tanks and Italian tanks are two that I need to get better with, because I'm just not very good with those. I'm not well versed in them at all. Yeah, serious talk about anime and Girls in Panzer. I mean, this has been a script that I've had written. Actually, I did have this video was improv. There was no script for this video. This was me rambling. I did have a script written for this video because, again, like I wrote a script for this video way back, a long time ago. I don't think I had the script written for this before I started YouTube, but definitely once I was doing YouTube, pretty like, you know, once I was in it, I wrote the script for this video, but then didn't use it because it wasn't quite what I wanted to say anymore. This video was like pretty much handmade for the Discord. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think a lot of people, there were a lot of comments too being like, why does this feel like a coming out video? And I even made a comment, am I being over dramatic? Yeah, right there. Yeah, people were like, why is this such a serious, like, why are you taking this topic so seriously? Like, yeah, like, whatever, like, you like Gub, nobody cares. But I did take it seriously because of how much I really do love Gross and Panzer and how much it's done for me in my journey through tanks and loving tank history. But also the Discord, like, it really was like people hated Gross and Panzer. People really do on the Discord and on the internet in general. And so I wanted to make this video to kind of be that. And this what, like, I wanted this to be like a big, like, boom, big reveal. Like, I did want that. I wanted it to, believe it or not, I actually wanted it to create some chaos on the Discord, but maybe it created a little too much chaos, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, yeah, I'm happy that I finally made this video. It's genuinely a huge, like, thing off my chest. Gut fan equals based Giga Chat, thank you. Can't wait for the next dad finale episode. You mean DOS finale? Yeah, I can't wait either. Community effort video XD, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I love Girls in Panzer. I don't really know what else to say about it. I kind of mentioned it in the video, but, like, I definitely want to make more content on Girls in Panzer. That's definitely, like, I have ideas for a couple different videos to make that are Girls in Panzer related. But yeah, like, this isn't going to become like a GUP channel, you know? The GUP channel when it was first added, yeah, dude, oh my God. You know what's so crazy? Isn't it funny how as soon as we made the channel private and kept all the trolls and people who hated the channel out of it, all of a sudden, like, it's totally clean and great and nothing bad is said in there and it's like totally civil. Isn't that weird? Isn't that really weird? How the people who complained about that channel's existence were the same people who were jumping into that channel, spanning about how much they hated it and how much they wanted everyone in that channel to kill themselves, and understandably riled everyone up and then started drama, and then, oh, look, I told you this channel was a bad idea. Motherfucker, y'all are the ones who made it so, you know, I don't want to get into this, but that's what happened. That's what happened, man. And isn't it so convenient how as soon as we made it role restricted, now all of a sudden it's like incredibly peaceful and like it's perfect. I'm so happy the GUP channel exists, and I'm happy that people are having fun with it, and I'm happy that we're all on the same page of not posting about really weird stuff on the GUP channel, because we like GUP for other reasons, right? We like GUP for how good it is, not for any of that stuff. This was fun. This was cathartic. I'll admit, this whole montage was cathartic for me. Because I have, like, again, like I've been making GUP references since day one, and there are a lot of GUP references that I didn't even include in this video that I just was too lazy to go dig up. But yeah, like yeah, man, I've been a GUP fan since day one, and I include references in most of my videos. Most of my videos have at least one little reference to Girls in Panzer, because like I love it, like I really do. I love it so much. It's just so awesome. I really love it. Why don't people like GUP, never watch it, and don't care much for it? Because people have a really big stigma against anime. I talk about it in this video too, and that's why it's called a serious talk about anime and Girls in Panzer. Like, Girls in Panzer is almost the subtext to it, right? Even though it is definitely the main topic of the video. Yeah, like people would have people assume anime equals hentai. I really do. Like, I think we're all, I don't know how many people are actually adults, but we can all act like adults here, and I think we can talk about this. People assume anime equals hentai. And I mean, yes, hentai is a thing that exists, sadly. And yes, there are a lot of animes out there that lean a little too far into, you know, going the fan service and objectifying female characters and all that sad stuff. And so Girls in Panzer is almost, like, on a surface level, it's almost the epitome of that. Like, whoa, it's a high school girl tank anime. Well, why did they make it high school girls? Well, obviously because they're pedophiles and they want to sexually objectify women and this, that, and the other. And so just the whole concept of Girls in Panzer, from an outsider's perspective, just seems like they did this for pedophilia or something. And so I think people there's just such a, like, everything about GUP has to be bad. Like, their skirts are short, therefore pedophilia. Therefore, if you watch this, you're a pedophile. Therefore, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, damn, man, like, that's, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me. I feel like that's almost, like, less inclusive in a way, but whatever. I've seen, like, yes, there are fan service scenes, and I skipped them. There was actually, I'll mention this now. I will say that in Girls in Panzer episode 3, there is a fan service scene of all of them in a sauna, and I always skipped it. When I first watched it, like, as soon as the scene came up, I always skipped it. One little fun fact, for those of you who know, is before the sauna scene, they did, like, their training session where they all randomly hopped into the tanks and did their first training session with Amichono from the Senshino Federation, and they all had random positions. Yukari was the gunner, Miho was the loader, Sayori was the commander, and Hano was the driver. And then all of a sudden, mysteriously, after the sauna scene, from that point forward, for whatever reason, they now have their positions in the tank figured out. I watched the show for like a year plus, being confused at when did they figure that out? Like, when did they just suddenly decide who was going to be, like, what member of the tank? Like, that's what, like, in the practice battle, they had all these crazy positions, and then all of a sudden, randomly, now they, like, figure it out off screen. Like, that's weird. They figure it out in the sauna scene. In the sauna scene, that's when they discuss who gets what role in the tank. So I skipped that scene, and because of it, I missed out on plot. Like, I missed out on, like, I missed out on a plot point because of it. So, yeah, you just, I don't know. Like, yeah, there's bad things about it. Like, yeah, there is that. But I think, overall, I think Girls in Panzer has a good heart. I think the people who made it have a good heart. I think it's much more about the tanks than it is about the girls. And it's definitely not about the girls like that. So, yes, people have a stigma. People assume it's instantly bad. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't see many problems with Gup itself. It's more the shitty part of the community that makes outsiders look down on it. I mean, yes, that's obviously, like, yes. Anyone who actually gives Gup a chance and actually watches it can see that there's, like, no... Like, it's not like that. Like, it really is just more so about tanks. Like, you could have swapped out the girls for boys, and it would be... the show would be practically no different. But, yeah, it's people in the community who make it about that it turns out, like, ugh. And that's why people have a stigma against it. It's because people see those people and they assume, yeah, bad. So I get it. Like, I get where it comes from. And again, I talk about it in this video. Like, I understand why. And I used to be there. I used to be anime is cringe. All anime is, you know, one step away from hentai. And why do you do this? Why do you watch it? And it's cringe. I still can't watch Girls in Panzer in Japanese, by the way. I watch it in English dub. I still can't do it. So, yeah, I'm very much not a weeb. I just really like Girls in Panzer. And then I've also seen Code Geass. Again, watched it in English dub. I didn't watch it in Japanese. But also loved Code Geass. Great show. So, I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know. People don't like it, but that's okay. It's just, it's okay for people to not like it, but when you are, like, what we saw on the Discord of people being so hostile towards just the fact that Gup existed on the Discord in any capacity blew my mind. It really, really upset me, actually. But anyway, yeah. Boys in Flug Sun Wen, you'll have to reach out to the people who make Girls in Panzer. Gup is based, just don't go searching too hard. That's true. Although I do recommend reading some of the mangas. I've read Saga of Pravda, and it's really good. Anyway, let's go to... I wanted to clip this for a second because I got so many comments on this. I got more comments on this right here, this quick bit. This. I got more comments about this one little spot than I did about the fact that, like, I just admitted to being a huge Gup fan. People fucking railed me over the fact that I played Arcade Battle. It was just for the test drive, dude. Like, I'm not an arcade enjoyer. It was just, I just hit test drive, default settings, and I just hit okay. It was for demonstration purposes. I got so many comments being like, ew, you're an arcade enjoyer? Like, fuck you. It's like, what? Like, no, it's just for the, I didn't even know you could change this. I always thought that the test drive was in arcade mode. I didn't even know you could change that. Like, I've never looked at these settings. I just test drive and I just hit okay. So, yeah, people fucking hated that in the comments. Least insane realistic fan. Yeah, man. Addressing the arcade allegations. That should be my next War Thunder video. Yeah, I love Girls in Panzer. It's great. It's awesome. I have the Bond Pol poster behind me, also because I love Poland. And, yeah, that just about brings us up to speed on what I've made in 2023. So, we will finish the presentation, and then we will go to a more generic Q&A if anyone is interested. So now that that's over, again, hold on, let me just get this over. I'm gonna drop it down, maybe. I don't really know. I really didn't do this with my camera and chat being in mind, and I apologize for that. So now that that's over, what is next? Well, a blank slide. No, I'm just kidding. I need to move this again because I already know what's coming up. What is next for Edit 320? Suffering. I will never stop making videos. So, but I have some goals in 2024. Some big goals. And I think a lot of them are kind of left over from last year, but this is basically it. So goals for 2024. Hi. More tank documentaries. I feel... Again, like prior to the T-34 video, last year in 2023, we made the Panzer IV video and we made the T-34 video. You know, 2 tank documentaries in the span of an entire calendar year. And not only that, but like prior to the T-34 video, the last tank documentary that I had made before that was before I had even revealed my face. So to say that the tank documentaries are kind of few and far between is like not that's accurate to say, but yes, I want more tank documentaries, definitely. War Thunder main arc. Oh no, that's not what I meant when I said suffering, but yes. Man, people are really freaking out in chat. What, is there something that you saw in here that you guys like? Oh, what is? Oh my God! No way! No way! No way! Wait! What? More live streams, obviously. I have this deep desire in my heart to stream more often, but like with the way my life is currently set up, it like only once a year or once a week, only once a week is like it's just the best I can do. And that kind of sucks because I really, really love what we do for the live streams and I want to stream more often. If I can find ways to do it, I would like to. When I say more live streams, I kind of just mean like we're going to keep going the way we're going. So Saturdays, every Saturday, 5 p.m. EST. Yeah, once a year. No, I'm sorry, not once a year. That was a slip of the tongue. 2 last year and 6 overall. Yeah, so we have. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Christie suspension, HVSS. Yeah, I guess those are ones as well. So yeah. I guess I caught this at a good time. Yeah, you did. Oh yeah, sponsorship. Okay, we'll get to this. We'll go down the list. More Patreon tiers. People have been asking for this. I don't know why, but people want to give me more money. That's really weird, but okay. So more Patreon tiers, yes. I don't think with the way I'm able to manage the channel right now, if I created new Patreon tiers, I'm making this disclaimer, I don't think I can give you anything extra than I already give the current patrons. So if I open up like a $5, $10 tier for the Patreon, if you sign up for those tiers, you will not get anything more than what you're getting right now from the $3 tier. It would just be out of the kindness of your own heart, which again, I don't even think like if you can't give me your money, then don't. Like I don't want to set an expectation of you being like, oh, well, of course, I'll sign up for the $10 tier and then come to me and be like, hey, wait a minute, can I get some extra benefits for that? It's like, I just don't have that time. I can't do that. I would eventually love to give you, I mean, I don't know, maybe I restrict certain rewards to certain tiers, but even then, like, I don't know. Like, Patreon is a very new thing to me and I don't know how to be fair with it. So yeah, if I did create like a $5 tier and a $10 tier, I don't want you guys to expect like even more exclusive content. Like if you sign up as a patron, you get Patreon content no matter how much you donate. And I want that to be a set in stone thing. So I don't want the patrons to feel any like higher or lower than each other. So yeah, if I do, which I probably will, set up new Patreon tiers, if you're already a patron and you upgrade, nothing will change for you. You're just giving me more. You're just giving me more money. And then if you are not a patron and you sign up for a higher tier, like a $5, $8, $10, whatever I do, you will get the exact same benefits that a $3 patron has. And I think for now I don't know. I think that's fair in my opinion. So, you know. Sorry, man, I'm broke as hell, but I would at least give you $5 at least once. You deserve it. Thanks, Stoob. Yes, that is another thing I'd like to do. Actually, I didn't put that on here, but donations for live streams. That would be cool. The live stream channel, Edit320 Live, has reached 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome, by the way. Thank you guys so much for giving me 1,000 subs on the live stream channel. That's really, really a genuinely awesome thing. But in order to unlock monetization, I have to get a certain number of watch hours on the live channel. So I can't accept donations on that channel quite yet. So we got to stream like hell and we got to get those watch hours up and I can unlock monetization on the live channel and then I can accept those donations and you donate me $1, $2, $5. So yeah, you might notice a couple themes of this year. Like I openly admit, again, I'm a man of many flaws, but I'll admit that like this year is going to be not money focused. You know, I'm not going to say that like this is the year that I squeeze you all for every dollar you're worth. But I've been doing this YouTube channel alongside a real job for about 3 years now. And it would be really, really awesome if I could make enough money from this YouTube channel through the many different avenues, sponsorships, donations, Patreon, ad revenue. If I could make enough money from this channel to commit more time to it, if you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to set anything in stone, but that kind of is my hope for 2024. So, yeah, like I don't want to say that like, you know, the passion's going away and now it's time to go, now it's time to get the money. But like I am going to try to see if I can make enough money doing this that I can make some lifestyle changes. And so yes, so Patreon tiers, I'll probably start some new Patreon tiers. Love to open donations for stream. And yeah, you see the last point, sponsors. We'll get to that in a second. More gun. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I have purchased 2 other firearms besides my Lee Enfield. I also have a friend who is a huge gun nut with me, and he has a really cool gun that I want to show off. And so I really want to get together with him and like do like some Garen style or like Brandon Herrera style filming with our guns and talking about our guns. So I want to make more gun videos. This was a goal for 2023 in the 2022 year in review live stream that we did. I did make more gun a goal there as well, but I didn't reach it because we didn't post any gun videos at all this year. So that was a slight, you know, I didn't follow through on that, but this year hopefully I can actually follow through on that. But we'll see. I'm hoping to do that earlier, sooner rather than later. Travel to museums. I want to travel to more museums. I definitely want to go back to Fort Benning. I think that would be awesome. I have a potential trip lined up in the fall for going to Italy even. And I have so many fans across the world who reach out to me, and it's so awesome. It's such an amazing thing that people reach out to me and want me to come visit all these like different museums that they work at, that they volunteer at, or, you know, whatever. And that's very flattering. And so I definitely want to take people up on that if I can. Again, I currently work a full-time job next to YouTube, so there is a block of like I need to know if I have enough time saved up, PTO saved up from work, or if I can take enough time off work to do those sorts of things. If, for example, I have a significant change in my lifestyle, I could potentially have more time to do that sort of thing, which would be both like ticking off bucket list items for me, and it would mean more content for you. Just saying. TER, Tank Enthusiast Reacts. I love that series. I love everything we do with it, so I definitely want to expand it. Italian tanks, Italy. Woo! Getting a Ferrari? Yes, I'm getting a Ferrari. We're going to Italy, boys. Well, at least I'd like to. Again, I'd like to. It's really difficult because these are all things I want to do, but like anything can happen. Anything can happen, and it might not, but I hope that I can. At a Mr. Krabs arc, that's true. You're the only YouTuber I even got Patreon for. I demand more tiers. Well, yeah, so then, you know, there you go. Let us give you money. All right, fair enough. Give each their own Discord chat. Yeah, we might do, because we currently have Tanket Talkers, so the different levels of Patreon might have names, and we might give them like their own channels in the Discord, maybe. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, Tank Enthusiast Reacts. I'll go more into this on the right side here, but yeah, Tank Enthusiast Reacts, obviously I want to keep doing that. Playing new tank games that I've never played. The video on Cursed Tank Simulator was a really cool experiment in like a first impressions type video, where it's not a Tank Enthusiast Reacts. It's just me just generically playing a tank game that I've never played before for the first time and talking about it. I guess you could argue actually I did this even prior to that with the VR, the Steel Crew video. So yeah, I want to do more stuff like that. Gunner Heat PC I think is the next one that I really want to do. I want to not do a Tank Enthusiast Reacts to Gunner Heat PC because I don't feel that well versed in modern tanks, especially like the Cold War Abrams and the late M60s and all that stuff. But I would really like to do a first impressions of Gunner Heat PC. I actually had somebody gift me Gunner Heat PC, so I have it now on my Steam, on Steam, and I have it installed. So yes, I think one of the first videos that we'll find in 2024 will probably be a first impressions of me playing Gunner Heat PC for the first time and talking about it. So yes, you can expect that. I think that's one that I can pretty easily lock in. We will probably see a Gunner Heat PC video within the next month or two. Yeah, Tank at Talkers, multi-crew tank combat 4. Yes, that is slated. I definitely want to play multi-crew tank combat. People have been begging me for that. It's Chover. It is Chover. Bro, can't wait for Tank Tycoon to come out. Yeah, that's all right, little man. We have a lot to talk about. I'm gonna buy you the game Panzer Maidens. Sadly, I think I know what that game is. Tank themed dating sim. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I'm down. We'll play that on stream. Okay, new video formats. As always, I am always interested in doing new things. So yeah, we will definitely play or we will definitely make videos that are not necessarily in line with any sort of video that I've ever done before. Always trying new stuff out. I have a lot of ideas. I think some of the stuff I want to do with Girls in Panzer will be pretty cool, I think. Analyzing the internet for weird tank stuff. Expanding the Tank Enthusiast Reacts umbrella. That's sort of what I mean when I say Tank Enthusiast Reacts. You know, I'm talking about not just, like, yeah, not just me playing a tank-related game. I want to start doing Tank Enthusiast Reacts to, like movies, like TV shows, Girls in Panzer, potentially, which, again, there's an addendum down there somewhere that you can kind of see, or the next point. I really want to expand the Tank Enthusiast Reacts umbrella to all sorts of things. Like, again, going on a live stream and you guys submit me videos that I watch for the stream and we judge them together and we talk about it. Tank Enthusiast Reacts, again, to, like, The Beast. I love that movie. I would love to watch that movie and do an analysis of it. Tank Enthusiast Reacts to Fury. Tank Enthusiast Reacts to, like, all sorts of things. I just want to go nuts with it. I really want to do everything. Tank Enthusiast watches anime streams. Well, I don't know. We would probably get taken out for copyright for just watching an entire anime on stream, but, you know. What's the best way to take down a, let's say, a theoretical war where America was invaded? I don't know what you mean by that. Battle tanks will give you a bunch of things to react to. Okay. Sabaton? Well, maybe. That's music. That's gonna get me copyrighted, I think. I think with movies, I can at least, like, cut into scenes and then cut back to me, and I can do the whole, like, I didn't show enough of the movie and it was transformative enough to not get copyrighted. But music, like, if YouTube detects 30 seconds of a song, even less actually, like, your video is done. No monetization, it's over. So music that's really hard. I don't know about Sabaton. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Yes, do the Beast please do a video breakdown of that movie? Yeah, I would really like to do that. Girls in Panzer analysis videos. Yes, that's part of what I wanted to do. I said that I have, like, an idea or two for, like, GUP-specific content. That's really the big one, is me talking about kind of doing, like, a spiritual successor to what Potential History did. I love what Potential History did with his The History of Girls in Panzer, and I want to make something that is sort of complementary to that. I don't want to replace or overshadow what he did, but I want to make something that's like, oh, dude, like, this is cool. Like, this is even more. So yeah, I want to make something along those lines. I really think that would be cool, and I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say about GUP in that regard. Higher quality, as always. You know, this is more just a generic thing because with every video I learn more and I get better. Especially with the Panzer IV video. I actually didn't mention it that much just now, or when we were talking about it earlier. But the Panzer IV video was a big step up in production quality for me. Like, you may have noticed one of the things that we did with the Panzer IV video. I did not mean to do that. Let's see here. I can show you, like, the effects. There was effects that I made in the Panzer IV video that I had never done before, and they were very cool. Sort of like this. You'll see here. There we go. You see, like this. Whoa, I'm still in the middle of the screen. Sorry, guys. But you kind of got that, right? Like, it's the image, and then the camera kind of pans across it, and it's, like, angled, and it looks really good. There are a lot of effects for this video that I had never done before, and I didn't know how to do them. And now I've set up, like, a workflow to be able to do these kinds of effects. So, I got a lot more familiar with, like, effects like this, you know? And I got a lot more familiar with my editing software through making the Panzer IV video. Oh yeah, and the scribbling the images on there and all that. Those were effects that I had not known how to do previously, but now I do, and I've streamlined that process, and I can do it easier and a lot better. So we'll see stuff like this being more commonplace. And yeah, just as I get more and more familiar with my editing software and my workflow, I mean, yeah, videos will become higher quality. That's more of just like a generic, like, yeah, videos will continue to get better. And then also, again, once I buy this new camera, once I pull the trigger on it, I'll have a second camera, and I'll be able to film some really cool, like, really cinematic stuff, and that'll be really exciting. And I want to do that. That looks cool, thank you. The Panzer IV review is excellent with the effects and layovers and info boxes and all that. Yeah, exactly, you know, stuff like that. I've really gotten good at that sort of thing. So yeah, the paint and the Panther, yeah, man, that's all that stuff I want to do. Tank Enthusiast reacts to wacky tank models. Oh, that actually is a good point. Hopefully I can finish my tank model this year. As you guys know, I've been working on a little Panzer III, and yeah, hopefully I can finish that model and we can make a video on it, or even a video series, multiple parts. I don't know if I'll be able to fit the entire process in one video, but you know. And then sponsors. I had talked about it somewhat, I think, before somewhere, but I am now big enough that I'm getting those emails now. I started a new email, edit320business@gmail.com, and people have reached out. I may or may not be already talking with some people about some of that stuff. So that's really exciting. I had talked before, I think when it first started happening, I made like some kind of YouTube community post about how like, are you guys okay with sponsored content? And the results were pretty good. Like people were like, yes, I definitely want sponsored content. So that's cool. So you guys are, or not like I definitely want, but like, yes, I'm okay with it. As long as like you put a timestamp to skip the ad or something like that. And I'll be good about that. Don't worry. But yeah, like sponsors, you know, I think, or I know, it's a new thing that's going to start happening in 2024. And I'm really excited for it. Particularly, I do think the first project that we make, the first project that we do here in 2024, might be such a thing. So, I'm really excited about that because like it will allow me to take this whole thing to a higher level, and that is really exciting to me. I don't like to stay stagnant. I want to keep evolving. I want to keep going bigger. I want to keep doing new stuff, and stuff like this, sponsorships and the Patreon and all that, just helps me do that. So I'm personally really happy that this is gonna start happening. Why wouldn't people be cool with sponsored content? Some people see it as cheap, I think, and a lot of people really don't want. A lot of people really don't want the ads. They don't like the ads, but yeah. Collabs with their content creators. Oh yes. How did I not add that as a bulletin point? Yes, definitely. One of the biggest tank enthusiasts, or one of the big tank documentaries that I'm gonna make up next. I want to make a video on the M3 Lee, and I'm talking to Red Wrench about it. And Red Wrench is all in. He is very excited. He's very interested in the idea. So yeah, definitely. Talking to Red Wrench definitely is probably gonna be the first guy that I'm gonna collab with. He's a huge. It was actually funny when I met Red Wrench. We had like a funny like the Spider-Man pointing at each other, because he made a video that I watched, and I was like, yo, like this is a really cool video. And I left a comment being like, this is a really great video. And he replied to my comment on YouTube being like, oh my god, Edit320 watches my videos? And I was like, whoa. And then he reached out to me on Discord, I think, and he was like, dude, like, love your videos. And I was like, I love your videos. Like, what? And we both, like, and we broed the fuck out. Like, yeah, Red Wrench is, I would consider Red Wrench already a friend of the channel. So, yeah, definitely. I would love that. Cone of Art collaboration, if I can. If I can. I don't want to speak for Red Wrench, because I don't know if you plan on abandoning me on this project, but in DMs, I have definitely talked to him about, hey, I want to make an M3 Lee video with you, and he has not said no. He has said yes several times. So I just need to send him the script. The onus is on me. I just need to send him the script and give him what for. So yes, definitely collabs. Potential history collab, I would love to. I mean, are you kidding me? I would love to collab with everybody. I don't care. I have no ill will towards any tank YouTubers. I want to be with everyone and everyone. I want to get my name out there, you know? I really want to do stuff with other people. I want to get involved in the community like that, because I think right now I've very much just been doing my own thing. So yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody I want to try. I don't know if Potential History really even makes videos like that much anymore, but you know, I'm flattered. I would be flattered if any other tank YouTubers out there, you see me as worthy enough, so to speak, of hey, this edit guy seems to know a lot. Let's get him involved. That'd be fucking crazy. Getting invited on a podcast, I'd love to be added to any. If there's any tank YouTubers out there that run cool tank podcasts, I'd love to be invited, since I don't host my own podcast anymore. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff with all that I would really like to get started in 2024. Potentially he's having his mandatory 1 millennia nap. Give him a minute, okay, guys? No, yeah, for real. Potential History, let him, you know, the guy needs his beauty rest. Putting out big content like that is not easy, you know? Based. You guys are really excited for that. Yeah, Red Wrench, I'm really happy that of all people, Red Wrench was the one who we had that moment with, because I love what Wrench does. I think his content's awesome. Really, really awesome. I think a lot of what he does is better than what I do. And I'll say, like, for my video, for the Panzer IV video, it was very much inspired, like this format here, very much inspired by Red Wrench, 100%. I love that he does like his little, he's got like the blueprint, you know, he's got, I don't know if you guys have never seen a Red Wrench video, but yeah, he has like a background, he's got the blue, like blueprint background that he uses. And I very much, for this video, I was like, I need a background. Like, I need something like what Red Wrench does. I need some kind of, and so I made this like background, like the coffee stain on the top right, and my name on the bottom left, and the gears and all this. And this is like my version of stealing Red Wrench's whole like blueprint background that he uses. And I'd like to use this background more. Like, I want this to become my like version of that. So yeah, but I mean, Red Wrench, his effects are really good, and his effects are part of what pushed me to make this, like to make stuff like this. He's really good with like, you know, arrows get drawn on the screen and stuff gets scribbled over, and like he's got all those effects figured out so much. And in DMs, I asked him like, how do you do it? Like, and he explained it to me, and then it went over my head. So I was like, okay. So I just kind of figured my own way out. I figured out my own way of doing my own effects, you know? I didn't copy Red Wrench. I took inspiration and I do it my own way. And so yeah, stuff like this was very much inspired by Red Wrench, and I love it. Like, I think it's great, and I think it looks really good, and I want to do more stuff like this. Or I will be doing more stuff like this. Edit 320 videos, you can almost expect this sort of thing to become like the style of Edit 320. At least I'd like it to be, but you know, who knows what happens. I think the format of the Panzer IV video is kind of the format you can expect for a lot of the tank stuff the tank documentaries going forward. Like, if I don't go out of my way and film some like crazy thing outdoors and like do some super cinematic thing, if I don't do that, it'll probably be more something like this, of me like at my desk in my bedroom and then cutting into stuff like this. So I think the Panzer IV video has really set a new template for that sort of stuff. Pepsi Man, you guys are hyped for the music, huh? I stumbled on Red Wrench shortly before you mentioned him recently, and I'm in love with his content. Yeah, I mean, I really do, like, I hold Red Wrench higher than me. Like, I try to be as good as Wrench on a daily basis. And what's great is that I know he would say the same thing about me. So, and I think that's adorable, and I think that's why we would make for such a great couple. But anyway, I really liked his IS-6 vid. Well, one of these days I need to make an IS-7 video, don't I? But yeah, I think that's about that for the PowerPoint. That's all I had. We can transition finally to a more generic question and answer portion. Oops, sorry, I did not mean to mute the music. If you guys have any questions about me specifically, or what I do, or YouTube, or anything, I am now going to give pretty much my full attention to chat. Let me go to this, and then, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Just that, sorry. And we have a chat somewhere around here, surely. Huzzah! At 2 a.m. Stu, it's 7:30 for me. Are you a sleeper agent, and what's your code word? I think Firefly is my code word. I was activated long ago. It's fine. I've already got my target. I'm gonna murder somebody. One of you in chat today. I personally really like the T-34 video stop, but the Panzer IV video works too. Yeah, like I definitely also want to do more stuff similar to the the T-34 video. You know, it would make more sense if I did like this, and then I did like that. Because I'm staring at chat. My chat's right here, so it would make more sense. Yeah, no, I'd love to do more like cinematic filming outdoors, stuff like that for the T-34 video. I think that'd be cool. Do you own any Henglong tanks? I don't know what that is. Like the Matilda Hedgehog? What's your favorite fictional tank, like sci-fi or video games? I love foxhole tanks. They're so cool. I am going to do a Tank Enthusiast Reacts to Foxhole, like, as soon as I can. I think foxhole tanks are awesome. Also, obviously, the Scorpion from Halo. I did a video on that already, but I do love that. I do love that tank. I think it is one of the coolest fictional tank designs ever put to screen. Also, Wisteria, I saw you just gifted me something. Give me a second. Did you go to the American FT at the AF Museum? Yeah, I did. You can check out the AF. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I have a picture of it. Do you think sponsons and other outdated tank designs will make a comeback? I don't really know if they've really gone away. Have they? I mean, sponsons, like, that's not really a... Do you mean like sponson mounted guns? If that's the question, then yes, I do think so. In terms of cannons, I think sponson mounted machine guns might maybe still be useful for something. But no, I don't think... I don't think so. Sponsons? I don't think sponsons... No, I guess I would say no. We gonna make a video about Hungarian tanks? I do want to make videos on minor nations for sure. I don't really know, like sitting here right now in front of you, I don't know what a video on Hungarian tanks would look like. But like, yeah, like I usually tend to make videos on what I'm like learning about at the time, in the moment, and what I'm interested in right now. Like I was watching the Australian Armor Museum, their restoration of the M3 Lee, or of their Grant tank, their Australian Grant that they have, and like now, like I'm really into the Lee and the Grant. So like, I'm watching those videos and it's fun and I'm doing that. So that's why I want to make a video on it. Same thing with the T-34, same thing with the Panzer IV. Like I just got interested in those tanks. Like, you know, like I've never really done a deep dive on that. Let me do that. And then it's very momentum based, and then I make a video on it. So yeah, if I end up doing that for Hungary or any other minor nation, I'd love to. How do you think Sprocket will evolve? I really hope that they do everything that they kind of slated that they wanted to do when the game was first being advertised and whatnot. I think it's going to turn into like it's going to have like a whole campaign and resource management. And I remember Hamish had mentioned at one point he wanted there to be like on the maps have like little like sandbags that you could walk up and you drive up to those sandbags and you add them to your tank. And he really does care about like the sense of as a campaign goes, your designs and your tanks will be evolving. Kind of like how like what Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront does, where you build your army and you have your campaign, and you and the tanks that you use in the other missions, like you can keep using them throughout your campaign, and they can gain veterancy and they can evolve, and you can see your tanks like, you know, getting worn down over the war and all that. Like he wants to do that kind of stuff. I do think Sprocket will be one of the greatest tank games of all time, period. I have so much faith in Sprocket, and I already love it so much, and I think it's only going to get better. I really do have faith in that. I think Hamish is the perfect guy to work on it. Can you play The Last Train Home? It's a great game. It doesn't sound tank related, so probably not. Foxhole Regiment? I'm already in a Foxhole Regiment. There's these guys called the Second Order, TSO. I have a Foxhole video on my channel if you're interested in checking it out. I was with those guys. Thoughts and opinions on the M1 Abrams scandal vid from Spookson? I think it's one of Spookson's best videos he's ever made. I stopped watching Spookson for a long time because he just made War Thunder rants content. But then that Abrams video I checked out and love it. I actually had an idea for a very, 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 very similar video. I don't know that much about modern tanks. I don't consider myself to be that well versed in them. So I have thought about making some kind of video on the origins of the Abrams, like how the Abrams kind of came to be. And I think Spookson's video would be a source that I would use on my video if I ever made one on that topic, because I thought it was really good. I really liked what he did, the way he did it. Sponson flamethrowers can totally come back true. Sorry guys, I need to go faster on this. Edda, what are you learning about right now? The M3 Lee. Can we expect more playing X with viewers and streams and videos? That sort of thing, it's tough because like to get that, I have to stream more often. Because like right now, there's so many things I want to do with streams. Like I want to finish the Half-Life playthrough, right? We're still doing that. And I want to play... If I had it my way, and I, for example, had a major lifestyle change, and had more time to commit to streaming and YouTube, I would love to make my stream schedule Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday, we would stream tank stuff, like tank games, tank anything. Tank Enthusiast Reacts, like you guys send in those videos and we react to tank, right? Like those streams are tank related. Thursday can be fucking anything we want, maybe. And then Saturday can be like whatever is like the big game that we're trying to do a massive playthrough of at the time. So if I could have if I had it my way and I had infinite free time, I would do a stream schedule like that. I think that would be awesome. But for now, I just don't have the time. Like I can only stream once a week, and it really sucks. It's honestly like it's something that generally frustrates me that I can't stream more often. Warhammer 40k reacts video, definitely. Those tanks are fucking crazy. I definitely want to do like a real sit down look at those tanks. Check your Steam, Edda. Okay, fine. I'll check my Steam. Hold on. Do you like the old Cone of Arc Cursed by Design intro or the new one? I don't really watch Cone of Arc anymore, to be honest. I mentioned this in the Christmas stream, the gingerbread stream. Once I became a tank YouTuber, I kind of stopped watching a lot of other tank YouTubers. Oh my. Can I show this on stream? I think I can. I have just been gifted. Thanks, Wisteria. Appreciate it, pal. All right, chat. So that'll be the next big playthrough on stream, I think. Black Mesa playthrough, maybe. Half-Life. I need to get through the fucking Half-Life games, man. I really do. The fact that people are willing to do this shit for me. I had somebody give me Escape from Tarkov as well. I have Escape from Tarkov now, too. And all my personal friends are so fucking jealous. They're like, what, you got Escape from Tarkov for free, you bastard? Oh, it pays to be a YouTuber. Thank you, by the way, to the person who gifted me Escape from Tarkov. We will play that on stream one day, because I am interested in that game. And I mentioned it. What nation, aside from the 3 you've done docs for already, will get tank documentary first? That's a really good question. Probably Britain. Because I need to get British shit into my goddamn head. Like, Britain has been my kryptonite for way too long. Most likely Britain. I want to do a tank documentary on a British tank of some kind. I mean, hey, maybe Crusader. Maybe we'll do Crusader next. I mean, fuck it. We'll expedite it. Hey, Edda, can you look behind you? Okay, Chunk. Just take it easy, man, okay? I'm not hurting anybody. Sorry. Is it snowing below the Mason-Dixon? No, man. Global warming is so fucking real. It doesn't snow in Virginia anymore at all. When I was a kid, it did. Now it doesn't. That is genuinely my evidence for why global warming is probably real. Fuck any scientific data. It used to snow, now it doesn't. And it's really sad because I love the snow and I love the cold. Hey, Edda, can you kill the homeless guy outside your house? There actually was a homeless guy sleeping on my back porch like a week ago. I opened the door to go get groceries to walk out, and he was just like there, and I was like, I just stepped over him, and he wasn't a problem. He went away. Problem with Sprocket right now is it has no real gameplay. To add gameplay is always going to back stuff. You can't have accurate combat since internals aren't modeled, but to model internal. Well, he is now. That's what the geometric internals update is going to be. Is going to add internals to the game to model it like War Thunder or something. And I mean, the geometric internals update is taking so long because he's literally rebuilding the game from the ground up. And I think once he does that, once the geometric internals update drops, we'll get more. Like, he wants to do the shell designer. He wants to do or Hamish wants to do the shell designer. He wants to do better missions. Again, he wants to add resources to the game. Like, he wants that. So I really do think, I think I don't want to speak for him, obviously, but I think the geometric internals updates has been a huge setback. Like, it's taking him a lot longer than he intended, and it's setting back a lot of, like, what he's been wanting to add to the game that he thought he would have by now. I think it's pushing a lot of that back, which sucks, but, like, when he's done with it, hopefully he'll hit the ground running with more content. At a basement reveal when? I can't because the mods are down there and they'll get too excited. If they see the light streaming through the basement door, they'll get too excited. They might have a heart attack actually and die. So yeah. Homeless guy collab? Yeah, we'll do homeless guy collab. Yeah, we'll do Edit 320 talks about tanks with homeless people. I have had an idea to do like an Eric Andre type, like going out into the streets of Richmond with a microphone and just asking people like questions about tanks. I think that would be so much fun. I really would love to do that. I don't know when. That's gonna be like 6 years from now. I don't know when I would ever do that, but it's actually an idea that I have and that I've had. One day I will do a 4-hour Sprocket retrospective vid and then Stu will react to it. How about that on stream? Ask him how he feels about the Sherman. Me or the homeless guy? If you do that, please watch out and don't ask Chris Chan. Yeah, no, Chris Chan is in Charlottesville or whatever, right? Charlotte. Yeah, Charlottesville. He's not near Richmond, I hope. That is, Virginia takes a lot of W's in my opinion, but that is one L that I will beseech you that, yeah, unfortunately Chris Chan is from Virginia. Which is so crazy to think that I grew up like basically because he's like not that much older than me, so he was around in my time. Can you look behind you? Chunk, calm down, buddy, okay? I'm trying to do the stream. I get it. I'm not hurting anybody. Let's just chill out. I'm sorry, guys. Do you think we can expect more Sprocket videos coming up? Definitely. I love Sprocket. I will not stop making content on Sprocket. I just don't want to become... I have always said that I don't want to get stuck doing just one type of content. Like, I think part of what has made this channel so much fun is that it is, what I've always said, it's all things tanks. It's everything. It's just, if it's tank related, then you can expect it to show up on this channel at some point. So, and I love that. Like, I love that freedom because I just love tanks. Like, I don't care what it is. As long as I'm doing something with tanks, my life is happy. I can die a happy man. So, yeah, we can definitely expect Sprocket. I just don't want to do, I just don't want to become like a Sprocket channel. Like, people will say, it's been so long since your last Sprocket video. Well, yeah, because I'm doing other stuff. But yeah, definitely, when Geometric Internals update drops, I will make a video on that. 100%. We'll make a tank and we'll have some fun with that. Can you look in your walls? Can you look up? What do you guys... My walls are fine, guys. The walls are thin. That's another thing. Really thin. Can you do the British video on the Valentine series of tanks? They're so cool. Yes, Valentine. I'd love to do a video on the Valentine. That would be sick. I can cover a lot of the Lend-Lease and Soviet usage of the Valentine. That'd be cool. I'd love to do like a slightly confusing guide to the Valentine. That'd be really fun because there's a lot of different variants of the Valentine. We have broken free and are standing behind you. Okay, well, I'll deal with you guys in a minute. You guys want me? You want me to get the trench gun? Because I will. I'll get the fucking trench gun on your bitch ass. Stupid ass moderators think they have rights. Edda, will the British tank doc come out before the U.S. Soviet German tank doc, excluding the Lee Grant one? Oh well, yeah. No, then I guess Lee Grant is going to be the next tank documentary to show up. Sure. I guess why not? I mean, you know, maybe we'll... I don't want to make any promises. I don't know, man. I'm very interested in doing a British tank doc. I am. But I'm not going to just tell you that it's going to be the next one. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to happen. Because I don't know. Like, there's a lot of... Like, for as much as I do plan for a lot of different videos that I want to be making in the future, I don't have, like, the next video figured out all the time. Like, I do very often just make things on a whim. Just as I see them. Christian is 41. Edda, what the fuck? Oh, wow. My bad. Never mind. I thought he was a lot younger than that. Edda, multi-crew when? Tomorrow. Green, we're gonna do it tomorrow, okay? We'll play it with you guys tomorrow. Because tonight, I was planning on doing it with you guys after stream tonight, but right now I am so fucking hungry and I gotta do a bunch of cleaning in the kitchen. I will do it tomorrow, okay? After the stream, I'm gonna eat and then do some real life maintenance on me and my apartment. Edda, you left the basement unlocked. The other mods are escaping. God damn it. Hey! Get out of here! Move! Hey! No, don't you. Hey! Go back. Get under there. Go back in the trap door. Get down there. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, don't make me. All right. Bastards. Fuckers. Yeah. Come on now. Come on, girl. Come on now. God damn it. I'm messing up the bit. There we go. Come on now. Get back down there. Get down there. I think we dealt with that. The mods are fine. Don't drop the shotgun. Sorry, guys. Next question. Are you saying that you're in the third? No, I'm not in the tank docs are spontaneous. Understood? Yeah, for the most part. Again, it's just what I'm working on, or it's like what I'm interested in at the time. But yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty spontaneous. It's just whatever I'm interested, whatever I'm researching, whatever I'm interesting. Edda, what's your favorite type of brick? Mine is the extruded brick. I like cinder blocks. They're pretty fucking cool. And they're really good at knocking people the fuck out, too. Damn, the trench gun porn. 1897. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, friends. I mean, shit, fuck it, right? We're gonna make videos on it at some point, but yes. The Winchester 1897. Because I wanted, this is the first gun that I got after my Lee Enfield. And yeah, I wanted something that was more practical than the Lee Enfield. And also that didn't take fucking World War II British surplus ammunition that I could actually buy at like any normal gun store. So 12 gauge, and it takes modern 12 gauge shells. It's great. It's super fun. I paid a pretty penny for this. This is a genuine manufacturer, 1912, or sorry, 1910. My mistake, 1910. We'll make a video on this and we'll go into it more in detail. But yes, this is a genuinely over 100-year-old shotgun, and I am very honored to have it. And it will become a family heirloom. I will pass it down in my family. I am never selling this gun. And yeah, I paid a pretty penny for it. I'm not gonna lie, I paid a pretty fucking penny for it. A lot more than I paid for that, and a lot more than I paid for the other, my third firearm. I've actually had this thing. I got this thing around this time last year, so I've just about had this shotgun for a year. Oh, and it's also, you kind of saw, it's a takedown model, so you can push this little pin in here. You push that pin out, rotate the magazine tube, and the whole thing, it comes apart for easy storage and whatnot. And they introduced this, obviously they introduced the shotgun in 1897, and then in 1898 is when they introduced the takedown model. I thought about, because some people might be asking for that, some people might ask, am I interested in converting it to a trench gun? Putting the heat shield on the top, and then putting a bayonet lug on the front and all that. I was interested for a time of doing that, but if I did that, the bayonet lug on the front would get in the way of the magazine tube being able to come out, which is part of the disassembly process. See, like this. So a bayonet lug will get in the way of that. So if I did convert this to be like a trench gun, I wouldn't be able to disassemble it like that, and that is such a useful feature that I don't want to get rid of that. And then also, yeah, like I don't want to tamper it. It's a, you know, it's an original 1910. It's a genuine gun, so I don't want to fuck with it, honestly, not anymore. Yeah, getting a bayonet for it? No, I can't. I'll get a bayonet for my Lee Enfield though. I actually just on the way driving back from my parents' house just today, I have a lot of ideas now for some upgrades I want to make to my Lee Enfield. And I think when I go out and make more gun videos on my shotgun and my other gun, and I make a video on the Lee Enfield again, I want to do so to talk about my upgrades that I'll make to that gun. Edda, is that a real parking ticket? Yes, it's multiple parking tickets that I stacked up. They're paid. I already paid them, but yeah, I just was like somewhat nostalgic over that. And so, yeah, those are real parking tickets. I would like to do a room tour one day. I think maybe for like 50K subs. What do you guys think? 50K subs, we do a room tour, and I really go over my shelf, and I talk a lot more about all the stuff I have on there. Most satisfying pumping I've heard all day. Yeah, dude, this shit is... Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. And then actually shooting it, oh. Guns are so much fun, guys. Become American, please. Ed, is that a shovel? No. I don't have a shovel, no. What is your opinion on Anzio versus Bonpol? Bonpol every time, bro. Anzio can't... Alright. Well, fuck. I mean, Anzio beat Bonpol, didn't they? Those fucking assholes. I mean, the P40 is kind of okay. Doing a video on Totally Accurate Tank Simulator? I think I actually own that gun. We might do that, yeah. How many Sherman models do you need, man? I only have 3. Come on now. It's just those ones. Actually, no, 2. I have a A376, and I have a... Whoa, that's too much. I have an EZ8, and then behind it is like an M4A2, and then that's a Super Pershing. So that's it, just 2. Whoa. Only 2. Anzio and anti-tank rifles, true. Room tour at 50K, let's go. Yeah, we'll do it. Can you look behind you? Stop asking me to look behind me. You're not there. I told you guys to get in the frickin'... Get in the basement, you bastards. Edda, which has your favorite school in GUP? It's really difficult. I mean, I love Bonpol because Poland and whatnot, and I love that. I think I need to read Ribbon Warrior, but they seem like a really cool antagonist for Ribbon Warrior. I don't know. I mean, like my favorite school. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess Bonpol. I'll say Bonpol. Get that dirty accessory, get that dirty Gup accessory off that Lee Enfield and put it on a Mosin. I would love to get a Mosin. Oh, dude, I had a chance to get a Kar 98K and I didn't at the time. I was at that gun store and I was in the surplus rifle section and they had a fucking Kar 98K and I didn't buy it and I regret it every day of my life. Why did you just call it an easy? I know, because it's, yeah, easy 8, I know, but there's something behind you. I think there's nothing behind me. The bid is over. I already used the shotgun and drove you guys back into the basement and I locked the goddamn door. Saunders is Edda's favorite. Actually, I mean, I do love Saunders. I mean, Saunders is great. Obviously, they're America. Oh, well, I have the Saunders logo on my water bottle, and also I have the Saunders logo on my poker case. And I also have the Saunders logo on my PC. I have a bunch of stickers on my computer, and I have that, but... not Anzio, Elton. Dude, I don't give a shit about Anzio. I don't care, man. I do not care. I casted Fireball and you are dead. I'm literally not. I'm literally better than you. Look in front of you. I am. I'm staring straight ahead. Hoi 4 music. Yes, sir. You know it. Enemy making me want to play with the bolt on my Kakarno now. Yeah, dude. It's fun. Oh, man. Playing with a bolt action is so much fun. Bolt actions are so satisfying to use. Okay, no joke. Now I actually think there's something behind you. What are you guys seeing that's behind me? Nothing's happening. I'm alone in my bedroom, guys. I'm alone. My apartment is empty. My brother and sister are still at my parents' house. I'm genuinely alone here. I think. SVT is so base and SKS. Oh, interesting that you mentioned the SKS. Edda, do I get a production AR with canted irons for a tactical defense rifle, or do I go for hunting milsurp in the boonies? Definitely hunting for milsurp in the boonies, dude. What are you kidding me? They're way more fun. Milsurp rifles are so much more fun. Sadly, we are living in a gun market nowadays where like you can't get milsurp rifles for cheap anymore. So you're spending more money on rifles that have no practical application. Like back in the days, you could buy a milsurp rifle for like $100 or whatever, or you know, $200 or something like that. And it's like, yeah, like it's a useless rifle, but like, hey, I got it for $200. Nowadays, it's like, oh no, like you're paying premiums for these things and they're useless. So you just do it for the collectors. Like you just do it because you want it and you have the money. Sadly, we live in that market now, but why is your favorite character Maho and Gup, Edda? Ooh, you really gonna ask me this on stream, Green? Okay, well, here we are. We're gonna be here for the next 3 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Wisteria's already answered for me, but yes. Yeah, Maho is my favorite character in Gup. She is. She is my... If you're gonna tell me, do you have a waifu, it's Maho. But obviously not like that. She is such a complex character. Like, you don't realize it just watching the show. She's not given that much of that in the show, but like... if you go to any, like the second you go any further outside of what's shown in the original anime, you start to really see that she has a lot more to her. She's really nice. She's the best big sister in the world. Like the way, like she loves Miho so very much, and she would fucking die for Miho. I would guarantee you. But the biggest thing about her arc is it's almost kind of sad. She's almost a tragic character, because if you read into what her whole life has been about, she grew up and became like the Senshido prodigy. She became like, you know, she took on the role that her mother and her family instilled upon her, which is you will become the Nishizumi, the heiress to the Nishizumi style, and this, that, the other. You're going to take over my position. And she took that role so that Miho wouldn't have to. Like, there's, I don't know if every character does, but they have they have a character song. I don't know if every character has their own song, but Maho has a character song, and it's called Meinweg ist Deinweg, which is my way and your way. And the song is about, it's literally Maho singing about how, like, yeah, like, I took the brunt of that so that you could live your own life. Like, our mother wanted at least one of us to be this hardened Senshido, heiress to the style. And so I did that. Like, I worked for that. I gave up my social life. I gave up being a normal kid. I gave up everything so that I could please our mother and be the Senshido prodigy, the daughter that she wanted, so that you, Miho, the little sister, would be free to do whatever you want, because mom's satisfied with what I'm doing. And I think because of that, you get the sense that Maho holds herself to a very high standard, and I can only imagine how much Miho and the failure of Miho abandoning her post and the failure of the 10-year winning streak at the 32nd Nationals. I can't imagine. And then immediately afterwards, like losing the 10-year winning streak when you hold yourself to such a high standard on behalf of your mother for the purpose of letting your sister do her own thing one day, losing that winning streak, and then immediately your little sister, who you've been doing all of this for to begin with, gets banished from the family. Like, I cannot imagine the emotional toll that must have taken on Maho. So anyway, Maho is a super deep character. I find her story tragic, and I like that. And yeah, I just think she's an incredible character. And I think because of that, I missed a couple of their there's so many fucking look behind you. Guys, there's nothing behind me. Thoughts and opinions on a game like Sprocket, but for guns and soldier uniform kits? That's even more niche than Sprocket. But I mean, sure, it seems like it'd be fun. I don't think you're alone. Guys, I am like, there's nothing. You guys are going insane. You guys are wacky. Is Iron Harvest a close enough game to get its own tank video, or is it a tank game with walkers? Mechs are an interesting bridge. They're an interesting middle ground, or I guess a gray area, sorry. They're an interesting gray area. I would be willing to make a video on something like Titanfall or Iron Harvest. But I don't know like exactly when that would happen or what it would be exactly. What is your opinion on memory foam, and what do you think about the future on the memory foam industry? I think the foam remembers. And that's what I love about it so much. You know, we all know that I'm a big memory foam supporter on this channel. This video is sponsored by Purple Mattress. So yeah, you know, we'll get the Purple Boys on here and we'll do a video about that. So yeah, I mean, I love them. I think they're doing great work. Can we get a video where you cover what went wrong with Russian tanks in the Winter War? Sure, why not? I mean, I don't know when, but I'd like to. That sounds like an interesting idea. See, here's my problem. I say yes to everything, and I should not. You can't get Milsurp for cheap anymore, Canadian SKS. Like, well, I guess I'm talking about the American market, I suppose. I think Etta likes the older sister trope. I mean, I do, like, part of what I like about Maho's character so much is how devoted she is to, like, she gave up her entire life for Miho. Like, she gave up everything so that Miho could get the chance to be happy. Like, that's fucking awesome. Like, she's the best big sister ever. Even when her mom thought that Miho was like worthless and not a part of the family, Maho never. I rewatched Gut pretty recently. Maho never once like says anything trashy to Maho, or like you can tell the whole time that Maho is like, Maho knows that Miho is good and knows that Miho is gonna find her Senshido, you know? Can you wrap this up? It's 2 a.m. How about you just like go to bed and leave? On the topic of paranoia and schizophrenia, can you look behind you? At a least favorite school in Gup. Don't say Anzio or have you beef. Probably Jot Kasoda. I hate Mika. I do not like Mika as a character. I don't like them. I don't like Mika. I do not. Etta says no to everything challenge. It's impossible. It's impossible. I don't think I could. Etta, what are your thoughts on Katusha? I mean, she's cool. I like her. I like her character. I like what she's all about. I think Saga of Pravda kind of ruined her character, though, to be honest. But if you just go in the anime, then yeah, I like her character. I think she's cool. Wasn't it because she bailed out of the flag tank to save the Panzer III crew? Yes. And she then got banished by her family because of that, which is hilarious. 100K house tour? I mean, if I'm still living in this apartment when I hit 100K, I guess so, maybe. Again, I don't want to say yes to that, but... Hey, on the topic of Gup, can you look behind you? There's nothing there. Will you and Wisteria watch Gup? Sure, Wisteria. You want to watch Gup together sometime? Ow. Why Jot Kasoda is base as hell? Jot Kasoda as a school, I'm sure, is fine. I just don't like Mika. Mika is annoying as fuck to me, and I do not like her as a character. She's annoying, and I want to punch her in her stupid face. Her stupid, smiling, one eye closed face. I want to take her freaking hat and just rip it into shreds and light it on fire. and kick her in her stupid face. I want my boot print to be imprinted on her face. I'm trying to protect estimated time on arrival 320. Guys, I don't need protection, guys. I'm doing fine. Hey, Edda, have you read the fan story of Gup where Mao and Mio, you forgot the H's in Maho and Miho, but okay, have an older brother who's been living in Germany using modern tanks? No, I have not read that one. I have not read that fan story, no. But I have read others. Saga of Pravda makes her better, though? No, it doesn't. It kind of doesn't. Her character development is, like, backwards. Because her whole character development of Saga of Pravda, for Katusha, is that, yeah, she's at first, like, in the beginning of Saga of Pravda, she starts out the way that she is in the anime. And then by the end of Saga of Pravda, she's like, oh, wait, turns out teamwork and all this is, like, she values teamwork. She's not, like, super win hungry anymore. She's not, like, an uptight brat anymore. And it's like, but wait, that's how she is in the anime. So if Saga of Pravda is supposed to be like a prequel, then does that mean that she like somehow reverts back to her old shitty self? Saga of Pravda tries to explain it by saying that it's all that she puts on that mask to like, she has to portray that she's still like power hungry. I don't like that. I think that's like a shitty story cop-out for breaking canon, to be quite honest with you. Edda, the shirt behind you, it's moving? It's my chair. There's just, my shirts are sitting on my chair, buddy. Edda punches a high schooler and gets arrested in Japan. I would. I fucking hate kids. What's your opinion on oscillating turrets? They're cool. I'd like to see more tanks with them. I think they're really neat. Especially for, you know, like autoloaders and whatnot. I don't need protection. That's exactly what a person who needs protection would say. Yeah, but then I also flashed. Never mind. Edda, Rule 7 doesn't make any sense. Don't they live on a fucking aircraft carrier? I never said that there weren't some things about Gup that I don't enjoy. Dude, it's right behind you. It's right there, Edda, please. Mika's behind you. Mika, where? Where's that bitch? Fucking. Right in the stupid face. I joined a Gup watch party. Haven't seen any episodes in full. Only the videos that Potential History did. Dude, yeah, it's good. It's a good show. It's not, okay. It's not good, but it's good. Again, like, it's not like a well-written... Again, like, it's no Breaking Bad, you know? Like, it's not like a good, the story is not great, you know? It's not airtight, like, gonna make you cry. But yeah, I mean, if you love tanks, then obviously it's amazing. What is your opinion on multi-turreted tanks? They're cool. I don't like them. I like a bit more... of a... Or I don't like the look of them, I should say. I prefer the look of more conventional tanks, I think. Edda, schizophrenia arc. It's not schizophrenia, it's you guys. Edda, where do you watch Gup? It changes all the time because these websites keep getting taken down. Right there, Edda. Oh no. Guys, the chat is I think at this point half the chat is just me. I haven't seen it on Netflix. It's not on Netflix anymore, sadly. Edda is the only person I've ever met who enjoys Gup exactly like I do. It's wild. I love it. It's amazing. Gup is made for tank fans, not only people who want to hear a tear-jerking story. Not for people who want to hear a tear-jerking story. Yeah, unless you look into Maho's story, and then maybe you'll cry, because she has a very sad story. IL-2 Tank Crew. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd love to play that game. I haven't played it, but I'd love to. Have you heard of the Evansville Wartime Museum in Indiana? You could ride in a Sherman. That's on my bucket list now. Thank you for that reminder. Fun fact: the shadows never go away. You're right. That's how light works. That's how physics works, usually. And I'm gonna get arrested for trying to steal Tiger 131 when he goes to Bobbington? Well, I'm not gonna get arrested. Because, you know. So, it's fine, you know? It's only a crime if you get caught. We're not real, Edda. It's time to let go. What? Chat, you're not real? But I thought... But I thought... That scene in Gut where Maho is the first one to back up her sister in the movie always makes me cry. I mean, it doesn't make me cry, but, like, yes, it is a very... And yeah, the fact that Maho was the one who went in to go save their asses in the movie. You get some more backstory between Miho and Maho in the movie. Dude, Gup Der Film is the best piece of Gup media that exists. It's better than all mangas, all fan content. It's better than all everything. Gup Der Film is the pinnacle. I've seen Das Finale. They're good. but Dare Film is just Dare Film is peak. It's the perfect encapsulation of everything I love about GUP, and it's a perfect, like, condensed into 2 hours. It's amazing. I love Dare Film. It's really, really good. Edda Sherman moment, true. Hey Edda, I love your videos, but can I request something? Can you look behind you every so often? Chunk Spunk, I'm gonna ban your ass. Mods, can we ban all the people who are asking me to look behind me? Edda, why is there a weird bearded man on your stream with a shotgun? What? Where? A weird bearded man with a shotgun? He better not. I'll keep my eyes out for him, but I don't see anyone right now. Could a Panzer IV actually punch through the front armor of a Centurion? I mean, point blank, maybe? Probably not. I would be hard pressed. The Centurion's frontal armor was decided upon specifically to counter the Tiger. Because you have to remember, Centurion was prototyped in 1943. So when Centurion was developed, the Tiger was the boogeyman. So yeah, Centurion, at least when Centurion was originally developed, obviously the further marks up armored and whatnot, but Centurion Mark 1, when it was first developed, the armor was built to specification to counter the Tiger. So yes, they're definitely... Okay, you actually made me... Somebody said, why is there a beehive on the door? That actually made me look and be like, wait, what? But no, there's not. There's not a beehive on my door. Anzio reconnaissance is top notch. Editor is knocking behind me. Edda, please. Oh, God. I think Chunk dead. I think Chunk died. That's okay. We'll ban him. I asked about Centurion because of what happened in the film. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that, Chief. Did a Panzer IV penetrate the Chieftain from the front? Or did they shoot him in the turret? I thought. Maybe. Actually, I don't even remember. Lethal Company when? I played that game with my friends. It was good. It's fun. It's great. Would you watch the Gut Beach episode if the tanks were the ones playing in the water with oversized swimwear? Yeah, definitely. Are you fucking kidding me? That's sexy. Hot as hell. If you wanted to change the tank lineup of a team in GUP, which one would you change and how would you change it? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. I would add more variety to Saunders, I think. And I think Saint Gloriana, but I would throw in Stewart's to Saunders. I'd also get rid of the Firefly. Firefly was not an American tank. I think Saunders would be my biggest changes because Saunders, it's just Shermans. It's just all Shermans. So I think, yeah, I think I'd give Stewart's to Saunders and probably, you can't do the M18 or the M10 because it's open topped. That's against the rules in Senshido. I think step one, I would add Stewart's to Saunders. L take, what do you mean? Why does Saunders have the Firefly? I don't know. It's just, it's a weird oversight that they made. Like, it's so weird because they usually, like, GUP is really good about their tanks. Like, they're so good with it usually. Like, they're so accurate. But yeah, that's a really weird thing for them to get wrong. Hey Edda, Chunk Spunk. Hey Edda, love your videos. Please carry on with your day and keep looking forward. Guys, I think Chunk Spunk has been murdered and taken by a skinwalker. Do you know if the Spanish make any tanks / buy them? I mean, yes. Well, yeah, Spain has obviously purchased lots of tanks. They purchased Panzer IVs way back in World War II. But yeah, there are some Spanish original tank designs from the interwar. The Spanish Civil War was a really interesting breeding ground of like really weird and wacky Spanish original tank designs. There's an Archer and Ribbon Warrior, so you can't have open top tanks. That's Tankathlon. That doesn't have any rules. A Jumbo in Saunders, green. That's a good call out. What's your favorite type of apple? Red. Give Saunders some Sherman skinks. You fall into the same issue that the Firefly has. It's not an American tank. It's a Sherman, but it's not. The Americans did not build skinks. Why not M24s? M24s would make sense. I think that's a good point, but I don't know. I just don't see Saunders with M24s. I see Saunders with Stewarts. I just think it makes more sense. M36 Jackson with the roof, totally not open topped anymore. I think we'd have to contact the Senshito Federation and see if that's allowed. Because technically, that would the Jackson or whatnot, or the M20 or the M10 or any of those with the roof, that's still technically a open top tank, but you've just slapped some metal sheet on it. M6A1 for Saunders is not bad. Why do you know the Senshito rules? Because I fucking love Girls in Panzer. I need to read that. What, Ruben Warrior? Hey, Etta, thanks for making me appreciate the Sherman. Of course, everyone should appreciate the Sherman. Everyone should love the Sherman. Everyone should love all tanks. Go love more tanks. You should. That's a really good idea. How long have we been going for? How long have we been streaming? 3 hours, just about? How about we go for 3 hours and 20 minutes? And then we cut it. How about that, guys? I think that makes sense. Their tank museum in Bobbyton is restoring the FV 4005. You cannot outgun them. My brother in Christ. You're so silly. You're so foolish. Ha! Would you change Anzio's lineup? What would you replace? I don't know why they didn't have any M1341s. Or M1441s, or whichever ones those are. It's like, they only have L33s and the P40, right? So I would give them a larger variety of Italian tanks. I would give them a lot of the Italian tank destroyers. Oh wait, no, they did have the Italian tank destroyer, right? That went head to head with the Stug. I'd give them more of those. Because that's what Italy did in real life. What Stuart model, though? I'd say give them an M5. Yeah, I think an M5 is fine. I'd make a late war team for St. Gloriana by giving them 2 Comets and a couple of Cromwell variants. Yeah, I think St. Gloriana is another one. I mentioned it, but yeah, I think Saunders, or sorry, I think St. Gloriana is another team that doesn't have enough versatility or diversity, considering how many different types of tanks the British made. I would say Corps Mine is really good with their diversity. Like Corps Mine has actually Corps Mine doesn't have any just regular Panzer IVs, do they? At least not in the show or in the film. Well, definitely not in the film. They show up with Panthers in the film, and then the Tiger, and the Tiger 2, Erica's Tiger 2, and Maho's 212 Tiger. What do you think of Artie and Gup? I think that would ruin the sport. I would think that would ruin everything. Hey Ed, I'm really enjoying the stream. Can you please tell me the dimensions of your room? Chunkspunk, no, I'm not going to do that actually. I love this stream, just chilling, talking about tanks and Gup. Yeah, that's my version of a good time. I don't know about you guys. Do an extremely silly face, Etta. No, I was about to. No, I can't. No. I can't. In the manga, they did maybe. How about like a? How about that, huh? Screenshot that. In Ribbon Warrior, it's stated that they have them, they just don't use them due to doctrine or something. With Stewarts for America. Seven Monte is just an Italian Stug. I mean, yeah. Italy makes a lot of turretless tank destroyers because it's all they can afford to make. What? Oh no, Stu figured out that I have stream elements. Oh god. How useful would a recoilless rifle carrier? I assume you're asking how useful would that be nowadays? Probably not very. Do you mean some kind of light vehicle to carry like an anti-tank rifle? Or recoilless rifle. What do you mean by that? Recoilless rifle? Like an anti-tank rifle? Oh, like the Ontos. That's not a rifle. That's a recoilless thing. Yeah, I think there's precedent for that today. I think you could use one and make it work. I think you could, like, I could see one being put into service and like it actually, gets a couple kills and it's not bad. Hey, loving the content. Can you please tell me your clothing sizes and most specifically your shoe size? Chunkspunk is definitely a skinwalker, guys. Can we ban him, please? ATGMs are much better than recoilless rifles. That too. I mean, yeah, it would be better. Synchronize should have a TOG 2 in their lineup. I think they should have the Tortoise, which they mentioned in the movie. They say we should have brought a Tortoise with us when the university team comes out with their with the T-28. Thoughts and opinions on the M56? It's definitely up there as my favorite tank other than the Crusader. M56, why the fuck do I recognize that designation, but... Oh, the Scorpion. I like the look of it a lot. I think it looks really cool. I think as far as, like, open-top tank destroyers go, the M56 is cool. One really cool. Oh, they had one at the AAF museum? Damn. It wasn't there when I went back. Damn. Yeah, it's cool. It was an airborne tank, right? Yeah. I think it's cool. I think it looks really nice. I like the look of it a lot. What is your opinion on the Ferdinand/Elephant? I only ask because it's my favorite tank. I think it is the best of a bad situation. And they performed well. Like, they, you know, when they were doing what they were supposed to do, they did good. I don't know why the Germans kept the really wacky and complicated drivetrain system, or, you know, the electro, the hydro, the electro, it's like the, you know, the hybrid electric drive. I don't know why they kept that. I think they should have just gutted it and used something different, but I guess that's not that easy. Would you change the French team so I can remember all the names? Oh, BC Freedom. I don't even remember what BC Freedom used. It's honestly been a while since I've seen Das Finales. Or the finales. They had mostly Air L-44s and Samwas, right? That was it. They had like no in between. And then obviously Marie was in the FT-17. I would add more. There's so many more interesting French tanks that they didn't include. Thoughts on prototype? Oh, hold on. I saw this and this was interesting. Prototype ATGM plus normal round guns such as the M551 Sheridan and the M60A2. I don't know. Like, replacing your main gun with an ATGM launcher. I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's a reason why we haven't kept it around. I guess I understand, say, like, what the Russians do with the guns are dual purpose. They can fire both. Also, good night, Chris Bacon. Thanks for joining stream. I can see why that might be advantageous, but even those Soviet tanks are still built to be able to use either ATGMs out of the main barrel or regular rounds. Like, when's the last time you saw, like, a Soviet-era Russian tank firing an ATGM of any kind out of its barrel? Like, even though it still has that capability, they don't use it. It's like, I think the benefit of a tank is that you can fit a big-ass gun on it. And the benefit of an ATGM is that it's lighter and smaller and whatnot. And can be man-portable and all these things. So why you would replace your main cannon with an ATGM launcher, I don't see a one-size-fits-all reason to do that. And I think, like most things in tank history, I think history played out the way it was supposed to. Green, did you actually delete Chunk? Or did you actually ban Chunk? What the hell? That's crazy. And do you prefer studying older tanks or more modern tanks? Definitely older tanks. I've said in a video, my personal favorite era of the tank is 1935 to 1941. That, like, late interwar period. I think that's the most interesting era of the tank. I think a lot of my favorite tanks came from that era, and I love what was happening in that time. Edit Tank Enthusiast Rex to Red Dawn 1984. Yes, I would love to do that. I watched that movie pretty recently. What do you think about St. Gloriani getting Churchill or Cromwell AVREs? I don't see why. I don't know why you would want an engineering vehicle for Senchino. Edda, would you rather do a French tank dock or an Italian tank dock? Oh, fuck, that's a really difficult question. I think French, just because I know more about France, and that's a more likely thing to happen. Did you know that in Das Finale, the chieftain is included in the credits? Yes, it's a very widely known thing. That's like one of those fun facts that's not really a fun fact because everyone knows it. Yes, the chieftain worked on Das Finale and Der Film, if I'm not mistaken. How did you feel when you saw your first tank IRL? What were your thoughts? So I guess the first time I ever went to a tank museum, I went to the AAF museum in Danville, but it was when I was still in that era of my life where, like, I play War Thunder, therefore I think tanks are cool. So I wasn't really, like, a head over heels in love with tanks. So I perused that museum and was more just like hey, like that's cool. Like, hey, that's the thing from War Thunder. But then like the Canada trip was really the first time where like as someone who is as massively in love with tanks as I am today, I went and saw tanks. And if you want my reaction, go watch the Canada vlog. But generally, they're huge. They're so much bigger than you think. Like all tanks are huge. My first reaction was definitely like, oh my god, like they're massive. Especially the Sherman. The Centurion was the first one we saw, and then a Sherman right after. And the Sherman is so wide and so tall. The M3 Lee, saw an M3 Lee at Fort Benning, now Fort Moore. Again, so tall, so tall. It's crazy. It's fascinating, and weights as well. Walking up to a Sherman and touching one, and being able to like you just feel how thick and heavy the plates are, and the tracks are, and the wheels are, and everything. Like, and it reinforces that idea that like you need a crew of people to operate these things, you know, and to do maintenance on them and everything. It reinforces they're big, they're heavy, they're heavy duty machines, and it's crazy. It's really cool. I was infanticized, I still am, by tanks. I know it was shit and outdated tank, but I love to see the Char 2C in GUP. Definitely. Well, I mean, GUP doesn't care. I mean, they added a fucking Mark V to ORI's team, so they don't give a shit how old or shitty the tank was. They'll throw it into Senchido and they'll just say, yeah, it's reliable. It's reliable, and it actually works. Although I wonder if they'll dip into the Mark V's reliability at any point in GUP. So far, they haven't. They dipped into the Tiger's reliability, Tiger 2, in the final episodes of the original show. Add older tanks W? Yeah, I do. I love interwar tanks. Modern tanks are mostly the same if we go on BTs. Yeah, I mean, I think there's still interesting stuff going on with modern tanks, but how do you feel about Alice joining St. Gloriana? Did that happen? I don't think that happened. And if it did, then that's crazy. Then I don't know why. Eddie, can you please give a little smooch to the camera? That'd be so kawaii desu. Love you. Will Paul guest appear again? Maybe to read French Dump and French Docs? That's actually a really good use of Paul, Joe-O, but yeah, I hope so. Like, I still want to keep up my relationship with Big Fish and Nomad. You know, I came from those guys. Like, really, like, it's, you know, remember where you came from. Remember the people who brought you up. And definitely, Nomad and Big Fish are very, very important parts of my history as a YouTuber. So I don't ever want to leave them behind, and I would love to find space for them to do something with them again. Most recently, or I think most likely, is going to be him helping me build my model, because he did help me do that. So I think when I get my video out eventually on me building my Panzer III model kit, Paul will be involved in that. So he'll be there at least for that. What do you think? Would a rail cannon be effective on a tank, or is it better to leave it in fiction? I mean, obviously, if you can find a way to fit it onto a tank and make it reliable and lightweight and all this stuff, and you know, make the transition to a rail cannon as seamless as a traditional cannon, and you can get insane penetration out of it, then I don't see why not. Yeah. I don't know the technology behind a rail gun or a rail cannon. Or actually, okay, if we're talking about like rail guns, like the magnetic, like the coils and rail guns, if we're talking about that, then I mean, yeah, like, again, if you can find a way to fit it into a tank and we have the batteries to power it, and I mean, yeah, if you can find a way to do it, then yeah, sure, I think they'd be really effective. They're just, right now, they're just so fucking huge, and they require so much power that, like, you physically can't put it onto a tank. How have I never noticed the copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2005 in the back? Yeah, man. It's a fucking goated game. Good night, Ed. Good night, Radim. Yeah, a lot of you guys are, it's really late for you, but don't worry. We're going to go for another 4 minutes, and then we're donezo. Edda, do you have a least favorite tank? Probably the Jagdtiger. It's the epitome of everything I don't like about just like late war German tanks, you know? It's heavy, and it doesn't have a turret, and it looks kind of dumb, and it was useless. I mean, it wasn't useless, like it did something, but like it just didn't need to exist. It just did not need to exist. I just don't like heavy tanks. I mean, here's you can get the idea here. My favorite era of the tank is like interwar, late interwar. I don't like late war German super heavy tanks. Like, I don't like, the heavier and bulkier a tank gets, the less I'm interested in it, me personally. I like tanks that are smaller, faster, nippier. I like 3-man tanks, like 2-3-man tanks. Like, I love those. I like those. Like 7TP, Panzer 38T, Stuart. I love those tanks way more than I do like a Tiger II or a Pershing or an IS-2. Like, they're interesting, sure, but that's why he's Christie Gang. Yeah, that's why I'm Christie Gang. That's why I love Walter J. Christie. May I please what? SSOU hit the whip or the Gangnam Style? It is my dream since I am dying of cancer. Sorry, Wisteria. Wait, hold on. It goes like this, right? Like that? That was the Gangnam Style dance, right? Or the whip? Or no, the whip. Like that, right? Is that all that you wanted? Edo, you are my favorite stinky streamer. Thank you. I'm glad that my smell can perpetuate through the camera. That's a really big goal of mine. Tankette enjoyer? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like tanks that have guns and can actually kill other tanks. But Edo, channel members when? I don't know how that works, and I'm scared of it. I'm scared of channel memberships. I don't know what that is and how it works. I think it's just like Patreon but built into YouTube, right? So, yeah. I'm scared of it, but I mean, I'll try to figure out how it works, and then, you know, yeah, one day it'll happen, probably. Light tank is best. Yeah, like light tanks, and I like, you know, light tanks and medium tanks. Like, I like when the Panzer 38T was considered a medium tank. Like, that's cool as fuck. That was badass. That was a badass time in history. I liked when, like, the heaviest tank in the world was, like, the Samwa 35, you know? What are your favorite tanks from each main country in World War II? Optional smaller countries if you want. Wow. America, the Sherman, obviously. France. France. Probably the Samwa. I really like the Samwa. I think it's cool. I'm trying to go like left to right. Canada, the Grizzly. Actually, no, Canada, the Ram. The Ram Mark II. That thing is sick. I really like the look of that thing. Britain. British tank, probably the Centurion for Britain. Either the Centurion or the... I do like... British tanks look so cool. I really like a lot of British tanks, but probably the Centurion. Russia, probably the T-55 or the BT-7. I'm having to like get reference to remember things. Ooh, actually, the Vickers E from Britain is also a great one. What turns into T-26 and whatnot. Love that. But that's a British tank, sort of. I mean, it is a British tank, but T-26 is not. Germany. Oh, God. Germany's a tough one, man. Germany's got so many cool ones. I mean, Panther is amazing. I love the look of the Panther. I really do. I think it's probably... Panzer IV is also great, though. I've got a poster up here of a bunch of different tanks. I'm trying to use that for reference and try to remember all the different... Like, can't do off the top of my head every single tank ever of any nation. Panzer IV probably is one of my favorites right now, just because I did so much research on it, and I like it. I like its story. Panzer III is adorable. Panzer III is the cute and lovable workhorse. I think we can go with Finland, and we can say I like the BT-42. Italy, I do really like the P-40. That's cool. It's a cool design. What are the other big ones? Japan, I don't know anything about Japanese tanks. I guess the Chi-Nu. I like the Chi-Nu. It looks cool. What other ones? I mean, I don't know if I'm missing any. Oh, the Panzer 38T, the Czechoslovakian, the CZ38T, or the LTVZ 38. Definitely, that's one of my favorite tanks of all time. The LTVZ 38. Thoughts on American early lights such as the M3 or M5? I love them. I love them. They're awesome. I love all the Christie tanks. Like, yeah, American light tanks, American interwar tanks are really cool, really interesting. Opinion on B1 BIS. I actually like it. I like the B1 BIS a lot. I think it's cool. I think as far as tanks go that have like the hull mounted plus a turret on top, I think the B1 BIS is one of the better designs. I think it was a good tank. At how many months pregnant? I don't know. I feel kicking every now and then, so probably like 3 or 4. I don't remember. I mean, I do it so often that it's hard to remember which one was the one that got me going, you know? You know what I'm trying to say? Will the baby be Reed Jr.? Who is the father? It will not be Reed Jr. I'm going to name my baby Stuart. What are you looking at on the ceiling, Edda? Oh, no, yeah, I have a poster of a bunch of different tanks. I was using that for reference. Look behind you, Edda, for good measure. Yeah, just make sure we're still safe. Make sure we're doing all right. Oh no, we're at 3:23. Damn it, we missed the 3:20 mark. We missed the opportunity to end the stream at 3 hours and 20 minutes. Edda would name his son Sherman. I'm calling it. Nope, Stuart. Family Guy reference? His name is Stewie, my guy. But okay. BS look cooler than the Churchill? Ooh, B1 BIS does not look cooler than the Churchill. I'm sorry. You lose. You're banned. Can we ban that guy in chat? Opinion on the Cromwell? It's great. I think it's cool. I love it. I think it's a really, really cool. I think if the Cromwell had come out in like 1942, it would be a banger of a tank. But it came out in 44, and it's kind of like, Are you sure? 1944, and you're doing this? Are you sure about that? I like Cromwell. It's cool. Edda, please multi-crew. Not tonight. Tomorrow. Chunk Spunk, I promise. Most racist tank in your opinion? Any German tank, surely, right? Any World War II German tank? Surely those are the most racist ones. What's your opinion on the B1 Tear? It's not that much different than the B1 BIS, is it? The B1 Tear? B1 Tear tank. Like, what are you, silly? I mean, it does look a little bit different. Yeah, I like it. Looks cooler than the B1 BIS. Both tanks look cool, but yeah, B1 Tear looks cooler. French tanks, I really need to learn more about French tanks. I should make a dedicated video to French tanks. Edda, who's your favorite Family Guy character? Brian. He's so me. Well, that episode when he got hit by a car and died, I felt that. If we're doing it tomorrow, we do it before 6:30 p.m. PST because I'm having a celebration. Well, I'm 3 hours ahead of you, so that should be easy for me. ARL-44 is pretty. I do like the ARL-44, yeah. Most racist tank is the M3 Lee. What the fuck? Why? Why? Wait, a Cromwell jumped a river? That did happen. The both the British and the Russians both experimented with jumping their tanks over rivers in case like a bridge was blown out. You could still get over. Turn 3, that's a cool tank. That is a very cool tank. I like the Toldies and the Turns. The Turn 3, that's the Hungarian one, right? Yeah. It's the Hungarian, like the Hungarian looking. It looks like a Panzer IV, but it's Hungarian, right? I think it's sick. Looks really cool. And then yeah, I love the. I also really like the Toldies. Those are cool too. I saw on Reddit like an anti-aircraft tank that was built on a Toldie. Looked sick. And a Griffin too. And are you Ken enough? Probably not. The Rattler from Battle Tanks. Okay, pal. Let's see. Rattler Battle Tanks. Battle Tanks with a K. The Rattler. This image is so low quality. Whoa! That is an inappropriate ad. Thank God I didn't show this to the stream. Wow. On the Battle Tanks wiki. What the hell? Haha! What a cute little thing. What a cute little vehicle this is. I don't know how that would work. Depends on how big that is. How big it's supposed to be in the game. Like how, like if a person's supposed to fit in there, but I like how it has a minigun. There's never been like rotary chain guns or anything mounted on a tank, has there? Can we think of any like minigun style, like rotary guns that have been put on tanks? I get all my tank knowledge from you and War Thunder. Well, maybe you should drop one of those two things. Me. You don't listen to me. I'm stupid. They slapped a Gatling gun on a triangle and said, hell yeah. Yeah. What kind of ads do you get on the Battle Tanks wiki? It was a image of like a cartoon girl with her legs spread, and she was wearing clothes, but like, and then like the click here was like in the middle, right there. And I was like, that seems a little bit crass, don't you think? The M162 VADS. It's just a Vulcan on an M113. M113 is not a tank. It's an armored personnel carrier. So, try again, loser. You're banned. Can we ban that guy? Can we ban Joe? Only AA platforms? Yeah, I thought so. Why has anybody even experimented? Like, has there been any, like, even like a trial of some kind of like pintle mounted minigun? Like, has anyone even tried that? Because you mount them on a helicopter, right? On the side doors of a Huey. Why couldn't you put a minigun on the roof of a tank? Like how oh man, like how you have the M2s on the back of the Sherman, on the back of the turret of the Sherman, and you have to operate the M2 by standing on the engine deck. Why hasn't anyone done that with a minigun? That sounds like an awesome idea. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, it would eat a lot of ammo, you're right. But it's a tank. Why carry your weapon when your weapon will carry you? You can carry that ammo. Fuck off. What is your favorite metal? Mine has to be uranium. Probably iron. It's reliable, sturdy. It's good. Sponson Vulcans on the Abrams X. Well, there you go. That's I know that's not real, but they should do that. And whoever earlier in the stream asked if Sponson stuff will make a comeback, I think it will, and I think that's exactly how they're gonna do it. Main problem will be ammo stowage. Yeah, but like you can probably go fuck yourself. Battle Block soundtrack? Yeah, dude, fucking love Battle Block Theater. My sister and I played the shit out of it. So much fun. Really good game. I saw one on a Sheridan in World of Tanks experimental test, so it's probably fake, but yeah, I was about to say, if it's a... Well, I saw it in World of Tanks. It's like, okay, then it probably didn't exist. Opinions on the Gustav Railway Cannon? Another example, another epitome example of everything wrong and backwards with German building and thinking in World War II. That and like the Sturmtiger. I would like to stay on the stream, but it is my duty as a mentally sane person at 3 a.m. forces me to leave it to consume 46 liters of diesel. Goodbye, gentlemen. Goodbye, Black Rainbow. We're gonna end it here in now. Actually, it's 3. We've been going for 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I think we're gonna end the stream. I'll finish off a couple of questions, but yeah, yeah, like the Calgera, like any of those, like the railway cannons or the Thor railway mortar. Sturmtiger, any of those things, like Sturmtiger to me is the epitome of, yeah, everything wrong with German industry and German thinking during World War II, you know? So, and we can go, maybe I'll make a video about that and explain why, but remember there's always people behind you. Thank you. I will. We seem to be doing okay so far. Yeah, I guess, get this back out of over here. Shrink this back down, move it around like over here, I guess. And then get back to here. Huzzah. Well, actually, no, we can stay here. Why not? Well, everybody, I think... Let's do... let's go back to this music. I think that's about it. We had a nice little Q&A. Everyone seemed happy. Everyone seemed to enjoy what we did here tonight. Thank you all for staying up so late for me. That is my favorite VTuber. Thank you. Yeah. I hope my VTuber model didn't glitch out too many times during the stream. I will look in my DMs after stream. Yes, I will, Green. Don't worry. Good night, Etta. I love you more than Joe. Well, good night, Etta. I love you. Good night, Etta. I love you more than Joe. I'm glad that you guys are climbing over each other for my attention. As your father, that means a lot to me. Thanks for the awesome stream. Of course, guys. Thanks so much for coming out. And again, like, thank you for everything, you know? I mean, thanks for supporting me and for being here and for watching. Like, I mean, you know, the views are enough. That's all I need, but you guys go do so much more than that. And it's crazy that I can just be some fucking idiot who likes tanks and ramble about them to a camera for hours on end, and people enjoy that. People find that fun and entertaining, and think that any of what I have to say is worth listening to at all. Edda, behind you, it's a big pile of love from all of us. Oh God, oh no. All right, hey guys, it's late for you guys, I'm sure. There is something behind me. I'm going to run when I end the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out to stream tonight, and happy 2024. It's gonna be a big year. I'm really excited, and hopefully you guys are too, because it's gonna be, depending on how things go, it could be a really big year for me. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks so much, guys, and have a good night. Get some good sleep, please. I'm sorry if I kept you up. Dude. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I do this every single time. I hit the stop streaming button. I have to hit yes afterwards to confirm it. Good night, guys. I'm so fucking hungry. I'm gonna eat like a king after this. Good night.